Okay, we're back in Noita again. I haven't been playing this one on stream for a bit, but I've still been playing it on my own and dying in lots of very silly ways, so hopefully we'll have some good runs in here. You haven't slept? You wrote a thesis about the viability of a very specific new passive skill for PoE. Well, I hope it was a fulfilling evening, even if you might be a little sleep deprived now. Let's get Noitaing, I guess. So we have a couple things we're aiming to do here. Got some interesting dirt generation. Just like a cliff here, right to the left of spawn. Weird. We have a couple different goals here. One of them is one we tried to do before and failed, which is trying to explore the tower. And another is trying to figure out what we can do with the hands in the ice biome and the portal that they give us in Hisi Base. Because I think I've solved that puzzle, but I haven't actually done it yet. So we will see whether or not I am right. If we can manage to make a run last that long, so we'll see. I've also... Ooh, I don't actually have a liquid on me. I have acid, which is not very good at putting out fires, it turns out. And a terrible starting weapon, too. We are kinda struggling for a place to not be on fire. There's one. Of course, it waited until after we were no longer on fire to provide us with a way to stop being on fire, but we'll deal with that as it comes up. There are lots of enemies around here, and our starting weapon is not very good. You already sleep deprived when the run ended. You ended up jumping into teleportation in the final holy mountain and teleporting to lava underneath it. Oh no. Oh no. Personal gravity field. Alright, well, that'll be scary with that fire wizard down below us, and our own shots not being able to leave our orbit. If we are careful, though, we shouldn't be in too much trouble. Wand down there might be nice. There's another fire wizard hanging out in the acid there. That's fine. It's helpful to have some spell trigger spells for later. Okay, let's maybe stay away from him until he dies. That is like the spirit of Noita, is being in a perfectly great space and then making one mistake and having it absolutely annihilate your entire being. That is the true Noita experience. Alright. Lots of money sitting down here. Let's try and grab that without burning ourselves. Well, speaking of burning ourselves, we should probably stain ourselves with some water, so we're a little bit resilient at least. Because if you're wet, you won't burn until the water dries off. Not always true, because if you're wet with oil or whatever, then it will still set you on fire and keep you alight. But for water, for blood, for a bunch of things, it'll do the trick. What I really need to do is just get rid of this acid. Swap it out for another liquid by pouring it everywhere. Because, as it stands, acid can be useful, but it does not help us live. And when it's all we've got, we might need to swap it around for something else that'll help us not die. Just leave that little barrel alone, it's fine. I only saw it there after I was standing directly on top of it, and I'm very happy that it did not punish me for my arrogance. Alright, well let's tour around the early area here a little bit, see if we can find anything interesting, any decent spells, any decent wand pieces. I don't know why that guy is immune to my damage. There must have been like a tiny piece of rock or something right in front of his face. But he was not interested in taking hits. Alright. We've got a wand down here, but it might be tricky to get to. If I can kick this over the ledge, then we'd be able to use this to blow the gap open. Come on now. There we go. It won't necessarily get us to the wand, but at least get us to the other side of the room. And then we can figure out the rest from there. There's fire underneath the blood, and there's a lot of wands in this area. That should open it up, I think. Alright, it is another TNT wand. Nothing super special, but we'll take it. That guy blew himself up. Alright. What is this wand gonna do for us? A drilling wand already. Ooh. This one's not very good, because it's only got one drill in it. But the fact that we have a drill actually is very useful. We'll just need to figure out what we want to put it on later. If we can get a reasonably fast wand, that'll be pretty sweet. Why can't you pay Twitch with money in your PayPal account? Oh, credit. I have no idea. No idea why they have limitations on what they accept as payment methods via PayPal. I have not really thought about that in a bit. I'm sure they have a reason. Whether or not we agree with it being a good one is another matter. Alright, so far, lots of interesting little bits and pieces here. Some interesting wands, but nothing super powerful. My bag of gold! It's all up there now. Alright, we'll go pick up the loose gold off the ground. That stuff is ricocheting off of us super fast. That piece of TNT just launched itself into orbit. I don't know what's up with that, but it was more aggressive than I was expecting. I'm stuck in the burning coal. Great, we're out. Let's get out. Well, now we have a ton of money, because we found a bag of gold. I don't know if there's much else we're really looking for in here. If we can find anything nice, we'll probably take it. We're starting to get into the dangerously low health zone already. So we may want to not be sitting around in here for much longer. Finally able to catch a stream again. Welcome back, Amasuma. I know my stream times aren't always convenient for anyone east of North America. A bit of a tunnel into the Holy Mountain there, but I don't think they'll mind. Now, the only problem with our digging tools is that we can't really dig up very easily right now because our explosives need to sit on the ground before they can be detonated. Teleporting cast, magic arrow. I don't think I need any of those. Speed up might be nice. I'll grab one. But I don't know if we need it. What is this? A silver pouch. Well, I'll grab a pouch. That could be handy for messing around with fungus later. Is there anything else interesting around here? You able to catch them quite often, but last week was just hell for you? Ah, that's no good. I had a very potentially stressful thing. Oh, a regeneration field. Lovely. A very potentially stressful thing last week, but it wound up being not so bad. So I can commiserate if you actually had a tough week. How many wins? Not very many. Like 4, 5. But let's keep on rolling. If we can get a better basic weapon, that would be nice. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen here, though. Doesn't look like we're really seeing much in the way of other areas that are gonna have interesting loot for us. But it's still worth taking a peek around. Always gathering information for the next fight. Yeah, seriously. I'm not sure if what you mean by how much wisdom. I don't remember how many our max orbs was. If that's what you mean. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Flummoxium, I think, does weird things when interacting with silver, though. Silver has a weird effect on a bunch of materials. Yeah. I had a feeling that's what you meant. can't remember what the name of the final item was on our run with the most orbs. Our run with the most orbs was still only like 3 or 4, I think. So, alright, call me. I would request that you don't just tell me the answers to things. That is one of the things I am aiming for. Is trying to figure out how all of these things work. So, I appreciate your engagement, but let's try and avoid hard answers. Alright, chainsaw's a really nice thing to find here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do much with it right now. Because, like, this one has a cast trigger on it, so I don't think we really get the benefit of the chainsaw. I don't know here. Let's go see what our perks are, and then we can come back and figure out if we want to do anything with our wands just yet. This is very good. Tinker with wands everywhere is super useful. So that's pretty sweet. Teleport Bolt is also a really nice thing to have access to early, so we can keep our holy mountains intact. So I'll grab that as well. Oh, healing ghost friends. I don't think I've ever used these, like, weirder cast modifiers, but I'd like to. So I'm gonna buy long distance cast in case we find anything that normally just explodes on you. So we can try some of the stranger spells. I think the rest of that stuff I can probably leave, but I will grab at least one of these. Spark bolts aren't incredible, but they're probably better than some of the junk we've got on hands right now. Hey, Viking Pirate, thank you for the subscription. Welcome on board. I think if we do this, is that going to work better for us? Not significantly. It cuts the recharge time down, but the cast delay is still a problem. We don't really have big enough wands to be able to do much with any of this. I think for now, what we're gonna do is just... this? Is this one better? This one might actually be better. It's about the same. It's fine. We need some bigger wands so I can actually figure out what we're doing here. So, as it stands right now, our ability to make things happen with that's a little bit limited. What I do want to do real fast is just go double check what this actually does. Hey, Eisenhone, good to see you. If I just chuck some of this Flamuxium in here, and then toss some silver in, what does it do? Levitation. I would not have guessed that confusion powder and silver makes levitation juice. 67 months, yeah, no kidding. Cool, well now we can at least make levitation if we feel like it. I don't know if we necessarily want a ton of levitation right now, but we can. You even got your first subscriber badge back there, Viking. Actually, since we can tinker with wands everywhere, it might be less important to keep our holy mountains intact, but it's still nice. The real nice thing about that is it means that if I find a good wand or find an interesting spell as we go through our first couple floors here, I can just swap it in directly. We don't have to mess around with not necessarily having access to the things we want until we go all the way back to the top again. There's some more gold for us, we'll take that. Alright. Some interesting shapes in here. I don't think I've ever seen a water wheel in an acid room. Or, not an acid room, a toxic waste room. And a couple more wands right below us here. We've got another no shuffler, but this is a triple cast one and a super long recharge time. I might swap it in just to pull some of the ingredients out of it. These could be fun. Can't stand still for too long here though, because there's still enemies. Remove liquids just happened, and the giant puddle is still there. It must have been very full. It looks like it hardly even changed. That's weird. Can we get over to this wand and see if it has any interesting bits for us? It kind of doesn't. It's okay. It's got more slots, but a bit of Castellan recharge time. I'll hold on to it just in case. But I don't know if it's likely that we're going to use that one. Or any of the pieces in it. Wizards of the Coast using AI art in D&D books now? That seems in bad taste. There are so many artists in the community, it would seem wild that you wouldn't just hire someone who is either a professional artist in the field or is like someone interested in the hobby. I hadn't heard of that though. Is there a specific book that they found out people were having AI art used in? No thanks, Colmy. I am not interested in just following instructions for the whole run. Part of the joy of this is in me putting my own stuff together. I'm good. I did read it, I just didn't do it. Let's see what else is around here. These giants. That's the, like, specific spell or creature or whatever, because Bigby's a wizard, so usually anything with his name in it is a spell. Alright, that's okay. You can leave. Have a good one. It's been nice having you with us. Bye. Alright. I'm not interested in fighting with people who aren't interested in following the guidelines after they've been told to them a couple of times. Alright, let's get ourselves... What we really need to do, and I forgot to do before, is get ourselves a jug of water. Because right now if we catch fire or get stained like this, it's annoyingly difficult to get rid of it. Thankfully, we have a bunch of ghosts bailing us out, but that is definitely not making my life any easier. Alright, let's dump the rest of this acid, because it's not making anything better for us at the moment, and fill it up with the water instead of this puddle, so we have a way to put ourselves out. Nice. Alright, we're kind of in a dead end here, though, so hopefully there's somewhere we can actually get into a new area of this region before we have to go back and start over. We can light this big pile of explosive. That might tunnel us down a little bit. We'll see, though. No, not really. Wow, we have a really short, explorable space here. Thankfully, we do still have our digging wand, so if nothing else, we can just slowly chunk our way down through the floor and find whatever lies down there. I think what we're probably going to go do next from here, once we stabilize our position a little better, is work our way over into the fungal cavern and see if we can't just make the world a little bit more weird. Because making the world weird is usually fun. But first we need to make sure we can actually go in that direction, because right now it's not cooperating with us very much. Yeah, I wouldn't have even minded if they just wanted to make recommendations. Oh, why did that shoot backwards? Oh yeah, heavy spread! Let's take that out. That was not where I wanted that fireball to go. I don't have a problem with people making suggestions, but if you're going to demand I follow them after being asked not to try and tell me what to do, then I gotta say, that's not what I'm looking for. Alright. Let's make our way over to the west side here. Exactly, the fantasy of Noita is about figuring out the hidden powers of the universe at the tools at your disposal. But anyway, we're going to keep doing that and see what we can find in here. Lots of gold still, because we picked up a ton in our first area with that bag, and now we didn't spend any on anything really in that previous holy mountain. So that made things pretty easy. We have a polymorphine potion. We are going to leave that alone. Polymorphine is the scary juice. There are other dangerous liquids, but that is the scariest juice. It looks like something happened up there. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you'll be remembered that some explosive spells have collision, when you accidentally spawn them inside each other and blow yourself up instantly. You know, that's just a normal Noita experience. Alright, let's tunnel through to that one real quick, and we can see what's in there. Never mind, I'll immediately set myself on fire instead. Yeah, Noita's a great game. Everything in it hates you, and it wants you to explode. There are so many enemies coming out of nowhere here. Okay, in the tunnel. Improve wand. Oh, wow. Well, our drilling wand suddenly got a lot better. Nice. There's a lot of junk in these wands, though. It is a no cast delay, only recharge time problem one, but I think these ones are just going to be better now. Look at this thing. Only has one slot in it, but it's super fast. The problem is all of our wands are kind of garbage. So improving the stats on them is great, but it doesn't change the core problem, which is that they all kind of suck. It's just the drilling wand now is going to be very fast, so I can appreciate that for sure. Because if we want to go through and, say, pick up any of this, we can just tunnel straight to it very quickly now. If we make our way over to the fungal cavern, we're going to have a potential problem there with the robot enemies. When our damage is low, the robots are always at their scariest. That is a lot of flying friends, too. Thankfully, none of the people with guns stayed in the area, so I don't have to worry about ranged attacks while also dealing with this swarm of flying people. But, jeez. That was a lot of enemies all of a sudden. Thankfully it worked out, but... Oh, another wand. Let's tunnel into that one and see what we get. I'm gonna tunnel through the slightly tougher rock on the surface first, but we'll get there in no time once we're through that, I think. If I can learn how to fly correctly. What is going on here? Alright. Maybe not the fastest digging wand still, but it gets the job done better than it used to. This wand has an egg in it, and is otherwise not that impressive. I don't really know how to use the eggs safely yet, so I haven't really got into them. It'd be fun to try it if we can get some kind of showy explosion effect that we put in an egg. But I have to admit, I have not done much with that in the past. Alright. Still heading to the fungal cavern, just heading westwards. The fire rate boost on this is nice. Our damage is still not very good, but it's better than it was. There's so many explosions happening. This map is having trouble somewhere. I am also having trouble right here. Alright, below us we have a pile of dead things. More explosions. And more reasons to be concerned. I think we're just gonna go back west and keep going towards the fungal cavern, but there's obviously a lot of badness going on around there. Ah, this is why there were so many flies over here. There's a fly spawner. Probably if we put that fire out before it burns all my health away. And we have more flies showing up as backup. Hey, max health plus. We've been very generous today, chat, so far. Less on the immediately blowing us up side of things, and more on the giving us lots of nice little presents. I can appreciate that. Unfortunately, okay. That is a teleport bolt and fire trail wand? Oh no. We are in a scary place that I do not like being in It is bad in here, and I cannot see what's happening. I think we killed the Darkness Wizard. I think we've killed all the enemies. Alright, well I wanted to go in here. Whew. But, maybe I don't want that anymore. Our health is just gone. Gotta be careful with the exploding mushrooms behind us still. Let's just go detonate that one so it doesn't cause problems for us later. I don't even know if this is a good place for us to enter. The problem is just that I think there's a teleportation wizard down there that I don't really want to go mess with. A bone dust pouch? Ooh. I want that, though. We should be able to just drill down to it. Nice. Extra max health is a pretty sweet deal. Freezing liquid. I think it's about time we need to start trying to leave, though. Otherwise, more enemies are going to follow us in here, and then we are going to be very dead. So let's just take the safe route and get out of here. Oh, the teleportation wizard is outside the area. That is actually worse. Okay, let's let him be over there then. We're just going to get out of here if we can. There. Stop following me! Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna die unless we are very lucky here. That is a lot of badness. It is time to leave. Please don't teleport me out. We got teleported out. Okay, we found the entrance. We can use our teleportation wands to maybe get back in there. What I gotta do first is let my mana recharge, warp to the top, and then warp again. Nope. I teleported it wrong. Well, thankfully, we have edit wands everywhere, so we don't actually worry too much. Ah! The rock killed us! Alright, I didn't think they would do that. I thought you could tunnel through them and they would stay intact, based on previous experience. But this time, they had gravity and they crushed us, so I guess I was just wrong. Maybe they become stationary if they sit there for long enough, but since we saw them when they fell, they still had their falling element to them? I don't know. Don't want a gameplay spoiler on why it didn't work? Probably not. I have a theory that it's just a matter of like, since it happened right now, they were still individual elements instead of one big fixed piece of terrain. But all good. Why does it keep giving me an acid potion? This is like a terrible starting potion for being able to do anything. And I've started with it 3 runs in a row now. It's weird. Alright, well that's okay. We're back in here again. And hopefully we won't get as annihilated by teleport wizards as we're trying to leave. We are indeed dead, dead, dead. Acid is not good digging. Acid is just digging. Good digging would imply that it was like reliable and wouldn't just leave tiny shreds of the terrain you're trying to dig through left behind, preventing you from crossing it. Oh no. Yeah, good digging would be something else. There are a lot of little friends in here though, so if we can kill some of the dangerous ones, we can just go in and grab all the treasure. Which would be lovely. Because as it is, it's a little dangerous in here. There we go. Another one below us. Let's go get that. Okay. Bubbles are fun to use, even if they're not necessarily good. They're a very silly weapon. If we swing down here... Ooh! A treasure chest appears. Not quite what I had in mind there, game. I don't know what was inside that treasure chest. It just seems like it disappeared. Black hole wand, very nice. Yeah, I have no idea what was in there. It just did a little red poof, and then it was gone. It might have been the bomb, because you can get it where they spawn with a bomb inside them, and I didn't notice if there was like a big explosion that happened shortly thereafter. Because that definitely could have happened. Alright, let's go back over there. We have a tunneling ability now with our black holes. It's a little bit wasteful. We could just use the acid to burn our way through here. There's not a lot of terrain, so we can probably burn our way through it with acid pretty reasonably. Even if, as I said, it's not the best. Like, it won't break those little rocks that are left. Please stop shooting those bolts at me. I think they're dropper bolts? I can't tell just by looking at them. Nope, it's just fire bolts. Well, that wand's almost empty, so we're just gonna leave it behind. We got some on-fire friends down below us. Yeah, I can't go through this because there's a tiny speck of terrain there. I sound different from the FTL videos. Did I get older? Yeah, it's wild how time works like that, isn't it? When 7 years go by, 7 years goes by. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been streaming, so I would not be surprised if I sound significantly different than I used to. I'm also streaming in a very different space, so if there's any echoes, I don't have any kind of like sound absorption in this room yet. All of those bits and pieces are still in progress. I kind of just want a water potion. But I can make my own later. Yeah, it's true. Depending on which FTL videos, they could have been back before I had this microphone, because a long time ago I was using a Yeti, a blue Yeti, and now I'm using a Audio-Technica 4040. So that might also have a difference on the style of the sound. Another wand here. We got a couple of good ones already. In fact, I should just be using my bubble wand on these guys, because the rate of fire on that bouncy shot is terrible. Gotta stop taking bullets to the face, though. This is not working well for my survival. Now I can just stand here, because I'm standing in a puddle of ambrosia, which makes me immune. What is this? That's a pretty decent wand. Only 2 slots makes it not super viable, but pretty decent. I'll swap it in so we have a better long-range sniping option. I really need that water, though. We are dying from not being able to remove our goo. What is this? Ooh. Another pretty solid wand option. Recharge time's a little longer, but the negative cast delay is pretty good. And it's also nice explosive shots for doing some early tunneling. Once you sold your soul to Switch and YouTube, you stopped aiming. Oh, if only. If only that was as easy as it was to stop the ravages of time. Woo! We need to get out of here. I don't know why I'm still fighting so hard with these guys. We are any damage away from death right now. But we're being greedy, and it hasn't punished us yet, so I'm gonna keep doing it, probably. I don't know what exploded there, but it means that we can't pick up any of that loot. Well, we can. It actually looks like it's all converting to water really fast. That was nice of it. Now we need to leave, though, before we die, because we're on 6 HP, and I am not trusting myself to not get murdered by something before we get out of here. Yeah, recommending what to do with wands is allowed. Just demanding what to do with wands is preferred not. I agree. The wand 2 sucks. This one is trash. It turns out our black hole wand can't even fire, though. We don't have enough mana in it. So we have a couple bits and pieces we need to be modifying with the wands that we've got if we want to actually make anything happen with them. We can cast it on this one. So if I want to keep hold of the black holes, we can put that in there for now, move this out, Swap these around, and now at least we have a decent damage weapon and a decent digging weapon. This isn't a good wand, but it'll do for now. I do love Chain Bolt. That's probably a pretty good option for us to pick up. It's just a very reliable spell early in the game. What do we have in here? We have Exploding Gold, Always Cast, and Bombs Materialize. I don't really like any of those, so I'll do a reroll on that. I'll take Fire Immunity, thank you very much. And we'll grab the Chain Bolt. If I put this in here, it probably just makes the wand much worse, because it has a lot of cast delay. So, if we put this in here, that's a pretty decent damage weapon for us now too, because it'll home in and it punches pretty hard compared to most of our other attacks. So, that works for me. I probably can't use the black holes for now, but we don't really need them because we have decent energy orb digging until we get into harder materials. So that'll probably last us until Hisi base. I think energy orbs are good for digging the early game. You can have the digging wand and chain bolt on the 10 and 21 should be good for the second stage. Yeah, exactly. I think that'll probably work for us pretty good here. Okay. Okay, we're good and no one's mad at us. Lovely. I'm gonna grab a luminous drill just in case we want it later, and let's get out of here. So, we're gonna lose our Holy Mountain, but that's fine. I'm not really planning on coming back up. I can deal with that for later. And Chain Bolt is a real tasty gun. What is this? Huh. I'm gonna take it, because it's better than wands that I'm not gonna use, but it's not good. We can just bombard people with eggs on a really slow recharge time. There's another wand right away. That might work for us. Let's see what this is all about. That's got 2 nukes in it. I'm gonna leave that behind in case the randomizer gives us twitchy when I'm not expecting it and we explode instantly. We have fire immunity, but not nuclear immunity. So let's just leave that one behind. I still need to give myself water at some point so we can wash off nasty stains. As it stands, we're fire immune now, so we can just stand in the fire and not worry about that. But toxic sludge will still be a problem for us, potentially. So, we'll have to see about that. So far, though, the multi-hit nature of Chain Bolt is going to do work on this floor. We're still gonna have a hard time when we get later and get to explosives. But, we'll deal with it. Yeah, I could try and prevent enemies from picking it up. I kind of figured it was covered by that minecart, but it's probably not actually going to lock it in place. But I'm just going to leave it there. If we wind up blowing up because an enemy picked up the nuke wand, then that's at least a funny result, so I'll deal with it. That's very Noita-esque. I want to go check that wand, but we need to either remove the toxic goop or do something else about it. This is the one that spawns little spore pods? Yeah. I'm not a big fan of that, but I'll hold on to it at least. Alright, we're gonna pour some acid into the toxic sludge. There we go. Where did that come from? Who's kicking barrels up here? Nobody. Where did that barrel come from? Yeah, it's a pheromone flask in the 6th slot, correct. These wands all have such incredible recharge time. They're so long. It makes them so unlikely to be viable. We have a health up, though. That's pretty sweet. Personal invisibility. Why am I not invisible? There we go. Oh, it's because I shot. Right. Personal invisibility wears off if you get coated or... I attack something. Everything up there is on fire for now, so let's just maybe... Everything down here is exploding, though, so we'll see. I had a very fun run a long time ago where I had permanent invisibility as a perk, and I also had like contact damage, area proximity damage, whatever it's called, a field around me where just being close to me hurt enemies. So I could just run around the world while invisible, and if I found an enemy, just going close to them would cause them to die. It was fun, and I wound up dying in the end because something I killed stained me somehow, and everything else in the area immediately turned around and annihilated me because I wasn't prepared for it. But invisibility can be a good time if you are willing to do silly things with it. It's also fun with this. When you become invisible, enemies that knew where you were don't know how to handle it and will just spam attacks into where they saw you last. So, that could be fun. We're immune to fire, but we're not immune to lava, so I have to be careful about what exactly I stand on. Personal plasma beam? Yeah, you know, I don't know if I've actually ever taken that one. Or if I have, it hasn't been for a long time. But that makes sense, because the beam comes out of your face. So, you just walk up to enemies and melt them with your plasma beam. It'd be fun to have both. Maximize your staying invisible damage. Alright. Got a lot of loot around here, but not anything that's been super useful compared to what we're already carrying. I have to remember I can dig. I am very good at forgetting to use my utility wands. Being able to dig, being able to teleport, all those things I often just forget I have. And they're handy, so I need to stop doing that. That's 2 glowing lances, but it's a double shot wand with terrible mana charge. I'm just gonna leave that one behind as well. We've got a decent setup here for our current stage, but it will not carry us long term. Well, we can just go straight through the wall to that little prize. All you know about the game was made by Finnish developers, your good neighbors? Oh yes. Lots of fun Finnish words in this one. There's a lot of good spells in this. A triple spell, a double spell, and a damage plus, and a speed up. Yeah, I'll take that. Swap it for one of our other wands, just to get some space in there. That first one didn't really have anything I actually wanted. Oh hey, we have a shield now too. Nice. Just go through the wall, rather than going all the way around again. That's toxic smoke, so we touch that, we're in trouble. Ow. Hooey! So, I think... Whoop. Let's take care of these guys. That is a lot of lava spraying out of him. It's wild how sometimes the enemies have a tiny amount of blood, and sometimes they just pour blood like mad. Magical explosion, explosive projectile, large magic missile, quadruple scatter, and eldritch portal. I don't think I want any of those. Let's scoot our way down here then. Now we don't want to go right down to the bottom because we're trying to go over. That's the wrong wand. We're trying to go over to the west-hand side to mess with our world a little bit. Hello. If you ever see a... Whoa! I was not expecting him to fly that fast. If you ever see a floating chest, it's a mimic. If you ever see a chest with a stain on it, it's also a mimic. Wild. I was not expecting it to leave with such force. Unfortunately, most of the minions that get spawned from one of those hives don't actually drop any gold, but we still need to deal with them, so shouldn't be too hard. Let's loop our way around here. Got Be very careful about the explosive barrel, because that's going to blow up if I'm shooting in that direction very quickly. Yep, there it goes. Everything seems to be exploding. There's probably a lot of gunpowder going off somewhere. Don't know where, but somewhere. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about suggestions about the world geometry, like the way the world loads. Because some of that is how the puzzles work. Like, I think my answer to what to do with the hands puzzle that I haven't been able to confirm yet, because we keep dying before we get there, is related to part of how the world spawns and how things spawn in it. So, I think it's probably a fine line. I'm not... Okay, let's maybe stay away from them for a minute. The fire's not a problem, but the people running around with wands might be. Looks like it's just a firebolt wand, though, so maybe not too dangerous for me. That is a lot of pheromone, which is better than what I thought it was. That's... Ooh! Add mana. That's the good stuff. This is actually a really wand with potential here. Let's take that one, thank you. We might be leaving this place pretty quickly now. I don't want to die with cool things. Although Health Plus does make it a little less appealing to run away, because we just got our health refilled. Alright, I'll stick around here and make some more bad choices. The pheromone potion is really helpful, but we don't need to pick up this one because we've already got a full one. There's probably some weirdness in there, but I don't really have a good means to tunnel. Well, I guess I can tunnel through it, eh? I guess I can tunnel through it if we want to see if there's anything in there. Because this should destroy it all. Take out the teleport wizard as best we can. He's going to keep moving around. Yeah, I think it's true. If you can actually see the object, then by all means tell me that I missed it, because streamer blindness is absolutely real. It is very easy to overlook something when you're trying to also talk. Alright, let's make our way down here a little bit. Yeah, we could go to the next level with full health so we can explore... Okay, well, I'm moving. Gotta love the teleport shots. Dodge that tentacle arm. I don't quite understand why some of these guys can go invisible and why others can't. I've seen it happen a couple times. Enemies in here just randomly start being invisible. I think it has to do something with the blue fungus. I'm not sure. But that's my working theory. Your Discord description is literally drop table if exists. Good decisions. Yeah. Ah! Okay, fine, wizards. We won't play the game. Just want to go see what that wand is. Thankfully, our wand doesn't care if we can see where our enemies are. That's all polymorphine. We're not going over there. I thought that was more of the pheromone, but it is not. It is much worse. Alright, you can keep that wand. That's fine. Keep your secrets. I'm coming up here for this one. What is this? Ah! Found our first robot. My poor health bar. Ow. Alright, well... Concentrated lights are fun, but they're very mana expensive. This wand has some incredible mana charge speed, though. The recharge time and the castellet aren't incredible, but the mana charge on this is actually really beefy. What do we do with this? Because this one has the add mana in it, so we kind of want that one no matter what. And this one has our double cast and triple cast and a bunch of nice modifiers in it. So I kind of want to keep both of these, but dropping either of these would be a bad idea too, because they're our main source of firepower right now and our digging option. But as a base wand, this one has some serious potential here. What do I take? Yeah, 2 spells per cast can be sneaky. Although, if we have 2 spells per cast, having the double and triple casts is less important. So we could potentially drop this. We'll lose a damage up and a couple of potential combos for later, but I think it's probably the best choice here. Don't know if I'm gonna like that. We might have to come back here and try and find that wand again later. But I think it's our best choice. And I think now is time that we make our way out of here. Before the allure of more stuff. Uh-oh. Let's just hold on here for a second until Twitchy goes away so we don't accidentally murder ourselves somehow. Because Twitchy does make your wands hurt you. Okay, we're good. Well, I stepped in teleportation, so I have no idea where we're going now. If you switch to a flask, what does Twitchy do? I think if you switch to a flask, it does nothing. Which is a nice bit of safety you do have available to you. Because Twitchy just makes your wands misfire. But I'm a little confused about that because I seem to recall there is a version of Twitchy that I was afflicted with previously that made all of my wands fire out of my inventory. I don't know if it was a Twitchy from the vote, or if it was a Twitchy from something else. We got some kind of evil Twitchy that just made us explode almost instantly, because it fired like the nuke in our wand, and one of our backup wands out, and generally caused chaos. So, I'm always a little scared now when Twitchy comes on, just to be safe. Alright, let's get out of here. We got some stuff we want to take out of some of these wands and maybe rearrange to make them happen. Can you see a clip of that? I don't know when it was. It was a while back. Alright, what are we going to do with this? Let's take the add mana out, we want that, and the double spell out. I think the rest of this wand is fine, but probably not something we're actually going to keep. The odd fire bolts are probably no good here. This is the wand we might want to use as our baseline, but maybe not yet. Because we don't have enough ways to mitigate the recharge time and the cast delay. So if we grab a nice heal here, what do we have on this side? Little shotgun wand, black hole wand is potentially good, chainsaws and double casts, that might be pretty good too. I don't remember what that spell does, and the small teleport bolts. I don't know what this is either. What is this? Oh, horizontal path. Well, that's pretty bad if we're trying to teleport with it, but we could just put on a different wand. Let's go take a look here at our perks. No wand tinkering is the worst thing. Gold is Forever is fine, and Freeze Field is fine. Let's re-roll and see if we can do something nice. What do we have here? Nah. I don't know if any of these are really good, but I want some of the gold for buying some of these bits and pieces. So, we're gonna want the chainsaws for sure, because chainsaws are shenanigans. That's exactly why I picked Item Radar, because it'll detect us hearts and other potentially valuable bits and pieces. So, chainsaws can help us mitigate what I was just complaining about over here with not having enough of... Whoa, okay. Well... below us, in the frozen area, there's going to be a lot of oil now. Because if we bring our chainsaws in here, these will help bring the recharge time down by 0.17 every time. So, given that it's 0.72, it'll still take a while to actually do it. Add mana and our multicasts here might make it so this wand is already able to be full shenanigans, but there's a lot of chainsaws, so I don't know. If we do this, how is this one doing now? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. That could be our new main wand. Sorry there, Chain Bolt. And... is there anything else I want to move into this one? I don't think so. That's probably good for now. Let's grab our teleport wand here. We no longer have... I'm gonna put this on. Maybe this one? I don't know if it matters. We don't have our Tinker with Wands everywhere anymore, so we probably just want to bring a couple of these teleports with us and get out of here. Enjoy your Metroid and Zelda randomizer. It is always funny when the thing that you need is in the worst possible space. Alright, now this should let us get out of here, okay? Maybe I actually only want one teleport bolt in it so that if it gets sped up later, it doesn't wind up multicasting me to my doom. I think I need all 4 of these chainsaws. If I take one of them out... it's not bad, but if we put all 4 of them back in, it's better. So we're gonna leave it like that. Alright. Which wand is my teleport wand? This one is... nice. Let's go shoot things with beams of light. We got worms here. We got lightning somewhere. I got a rat I cannot hit to save my own life. Alright. Let's go scoot around here. Now, the item radar is already detecting something over in that direction, so that's interesting. What we're looking for here is the giant stone hands. Whether or not we're going to be able to make this work this time, we'll see. Last time we came here, it didn't work out quite so good. But if we can, I would like to see if we can experiment with the spell they'll give us. It's good to remember, I actually have a jetpack now, too, because the concentrated light bullets have a ton of knockback on them. So, we actually have a decent amount of vertical mobility compared to what we had before. Ooh, a purifying powder pouch. Oh good, it's raining. A purifying powder pouch is potentially very valuable. We can throw that into basically any liquid and it'll turn it into water. There might be some exceptions, but I think mostly it turns everything into water. So that is pretty handy to have if we start finding items buried in polymorphine, for example. And normally I think purifying powder is pretty hard to make alchemically, so I will definitely take some free ones. There are a lot of enemies right around here, so I'd love to fight that hand, but first I would love to not be dying, so let's just clear out all this junk first. Another wand down below us. That elemental is going to town on those poor guys. And I don't even know where he is, unfortunately. There he is. Not dead yet, just knocked off the ledge. Oh, now he's dead, though. I don't know what killed him, but something sure did. Alright, let's check this wand and then head back up and punch the hand. No, thank you. That is a lot of orbs, but it is not a lot we can actually do anything with. Alright, punch him to bring him to life. Why won't this kick? There we go. And he's toast. So, the next one of those we find will spawn 2, and the one after that will spawn 3, and then we'll be able to get our broken spell. No, nothing over here. We lost whatever the signal of that item in our radar was, but there's apparently something up above us here, too. Ah, it's bringing us to the egg. Not quite as useful, but, you know. It's an egg. If we break it, we get a friendly little fella. And we can tunnel our way into whatever's in here. Down, please. What is this? Always, giant fire bolts with always cast gunpowder trail. I mean, I'll take it for now. I don't know if we're gonna keep it, but I'll hold on to it. That sounds like a fun weapon. It might not be, like, safe, but it does sound fun. Alright, make our way back down. There's another hand! Hey! We're having much better luck with finding these guys this time. Ow. Those are my bones. I need those to live. Nice. One more fist to find. What else do we have around here? Sniper on the right. We're just gonna move past him for now. If I can hit the lightning guy through the crack, he won't be able to hit us back. Although I've just blown the hole much wider open. That gold went everywhere. I have no idea where they are now. There's 3 pieces. What else have we got over here? We gotta remember, since we have a teleport wand, if I want to change something into one of the ones that we find along the way, we can still go back up to our previous holy mountain. A lot of worm tunnels over here, which is a little worrying. But so far, I haven't seen anything actually to be a problem for us yet. Well, we can get a free... Oh, hey, there's our thing. We can get a free wand with a piercing effect on it here. But first, we have some handman to kill. Ow. Alright, we've killed all the hand monks. Oh, that gold though! Ah, too slow. I need to pick up the broken spell, so we'll need to dump something. I'll dump my acid potion, because I'm not using it anyway. This, if we need... In order to be able to get it, we have to fill it with fluid, though, and I don't know if we're likely going to have a fluid I want to burn there. There's a big oil vat here for some reason. Don't know what that's all about. Well, it's gone now. Hey, Neil, how's it going? There was a ton of oil in there, but it is just gone now. What is this? That's Cloud of Spirits? Yeah. Oh, you know what? I know why there's a giant pool of oil here. It's the giant pool of I keep saying acid. It's the giant pool of oil that you made. We must be back underneath the spawn again. Because, yeah, we made a sea of oil that we just dropped on this area. Oh, hey, a heart upgrade. Thank you, extra max health. You know there's a bunch of stuff back down there, too, but... might as well take a peek up the top to see if there's anything interesting up here. And there might be. Uh-oh. That's gonna be a problem for me later. Ah! These guys are snipers. I'm getting low on health. I might have to just get out of here. I think we left a health refill in the Holy Mountain, though, maybe? No, I think we used it. We were taking a lot of damage. No instructions on how to cheat a puzzle. Absolutely not. No, we can just punch our way through this. If we can set the wood on fire, then it'll break it. But I don't know if I have a good way to do that with the equipment on me right now. I think these can maybe... No, it doesn't look like they can. Let's try the fire bolts real quick. Wow, even that was not enough. Even that was not enough. It's still spawning fire gunpowder in here. That's fine. We don't need the wand. What we need is to get out of here. I should probably just make my way to the bottom before we die. We're getting into the, like, getting killed by one sniper shot zone, which is, not what I'm looking for. Not ideal. What is in here? It's a drill. The drill's pretty nice. But I think we will probably leave it here. I could swap it for this one, but I don't know. The drill stops being useful as we get into weirder terrain unless we get something that makes the drill do more damage. Thankfully, this burned its way open, so we can check it. It is a bunch of rocks and a double cast. I don't think we really need that either. It's fine, it's just nothing super special for us. Let's get rid of that before it decides to come annihilate us when I least think about it. And tunnel our way through the bottom here to go see what that wand is. That's another very long recharge time, and the components aren't that exciting, so I'm gonna leave it alone. The real problem with the rocks, in my experience, is that they have so little momentum when you spawn them. You really need something that can actually, like, shove them to get them started, or they're just gonna land immediately at your feet. Alright. We're just gonna try and make it to the bottom before we die. Before the greed kills us. Because otherwise it absolutely will. Nothing much in there. Ow. Well, we got shot, but not to death, so that's a plus. Oh, fire trail is actually fine for us here because we're immune to fire. So we can kind of fire it wantonly, but we're at the Holy Mountain, so we might not have a whole lot of chances. Because I'm leaving. We don't want to die. Thanks. We got our broken spell. We don't want to die now. There's a quadruple cast, which is fun. Okay. This wand is probably not that impressive for us. I'm going to take the electric charge off of it. Because that is a good way to get yourself blown up for no reason. Quadruple spell we'll buy. Let's go see what our perk options are. Attract gold, bouncing spells, and extra health one-off. Well, extra health one-off is not much good here because we have no health significantly to start with. I don't think any of these are that much, so let's re-roll them and see if we get something better. Iron Stomach, Homunculus, and more love. Well, I think I might actually have made my choices worse. So that's fun. I don't know. I don't eat a lot of stuff ever. The homunculus doesn't seem like it's that helpful. And the more love just makes enemies fight each other less, which means they fight me more. I guess I'll take this because it means it's more likely I'll get to kill all the enemies, so I'll get more of the gold. But I don't know if I like that choice after all. Petrify is cool. I don't think I've seen that one before. Alright, is there anything we want to tweak with our wands here to make them better now? If I put the quadruple spell in here, it is very silly. I'm okay with that. I don't know if it's actually stronger, because we took one of the shots out. But it's faster firing. It is also a little bit less accurate, it seems. Does this have a spread effect on it? No, it's just the chainsaws do. Interesting. We'll leave it. Alright, let's get down there. We got more work to be done. Don't let that land on our heads. We're in Hisi base. And now all we gotta do here, there's another mimic. All we gotta do here is make our way down to the bottom. If I pour a little bit of purifying powder in here, it should turn itself all to water. Oh, that's bad. Should not stand still when I'm staring at a turret. 50 max HP, hey, thank you. I don't know if there's much purpose of having turned it all to water, because I'm not chasing the gold nuggets down it, but, you know, we can, so I did. This is the problem I was a little bit worried about, though. As we get down here, we're going to fight more and more robots. And the robots become a problem for us if we don't have a way to actually deal damage to them effectively. This one's okay at it. If you kind of punch through them with sheer volume of fire. And since we're immune to fire, it's safe to stand underneath them. But... we'll see. We may need to use our bigger explosive wand here until we replace it with something else. Speaking of which... it's an interesting wand. I'll play with it for a little bit here. I don't know if it's actually going to be any good, because this always casts, or this aiming effect, auto-aim, I'm actually not very familiar with how good it is at aiming. Or how it applies. Whoa, we're not going down there. Yeah, I did intentionally leave that electric modifier in the Holy Mountain. I don't trust myself with it. I have blown myself up plenty of times with electricity. Unfortunately, I did just kill 2 of the healing Hisi there, which might not have been my best move, because I can use them with our pheromones to refill our health. But they were just so convenient to blow up. I don't think I want any of that. Great, it was a worm pheromone chest, thank you. I'm glad that that immediately rolled down the hill and smashed. Is there anything interesting in here? We have to remember that we have our item radar still, because this is actually a place that often seems to have a heart or 2 lying around. So if we follow those item radar points, there's a fair chance we'll get something decent from them. We just gotta be a little bit careful so we don't wind up blowing up for no reason. Come on now. The robot's not interested in actually coming over to fight us, which is kind of fine, but not so much when we're trying to fight him. Looks like there's another potion there that I just smashed. So that's great for me. It is an acceleration potion, or was. Thank goodness for fire immunity. Alright. Swing around here to the west. And see what else we've got. That may still blow up, so let's stay away from it. Oh, hey. A chaotic polymorphine potion that just got blown up by a bullet. Great. Well, we can't go down there anymore. As it turns out. Now, the forge is always in the bottom right from my experience, so coming up here might have some interesting things in it, but it's not going to change where we're heading long term. Ow. That really hurt. I think there's a chest in there. I couldn't even really see it. I would not have assumed there was something nice in this pile of debris. Looks like a potion. It's a Flummoxian potion. We're gonna leave it. And moving on. Rocket mech here. More like a rocket turret here, actually, but you know what I mean. Laser guy down the bottom. He's seen us, so he's gonna come get us unless we just pummel him down. There are a lot of people who are getting the drop on me today. Thankfully, we still have a fair amount of health left. So we can make it through for now. There's a lot of stuff up there, too, isn't there? Alright, let's just power through that mess. The sniper still got a shot on us before we killed him, though. Snipers are mean. They have remarkably good aim, and their incredibly high bullet speed means they can, like, shoot through shields and all kinds of nonsense. Okay. What we need to do now is we need to find a healing Hisi. If we can do that, we'll be in good shape. Because we have plenty of polymorphine, or not polymorphine, pheromone, to make them our friends. There's one. I'm gonna die, though. Let's not have that happen. Alright, you heal me, please. Please start healing me. Okay. We're back alive again, so that's a plus. Whoa, polymorph creatures. Some stuff is happening here. We have a leggy chest over there. We can get the leggy mutation. I don't actually know if the leggy mutation is good, because I seem to recall it messes with your ability to fly. It means you can basically hold on to walls in a pretty interesting way. And these ones I think can also kick. But it can also mess with our mobility pretty bad. I'll grab it, because we're here anyway. So now we can stick to walls, and we got a ton of extra legs. No, nothing here. Alright. Gotta be very careful about that gas can underneath us. Oh yeah, leggy mutation is a weird thing. I think it's actually less good at climbing than the spider Luki mutation is. Hello, Mimic. That's 2 mimics in one polymorph enemies. Weird. Concentrated mana can be very good in here because it melts metal. And all these robots that have been giving us trouble are made of metal, so it just fries them instantly. Not instantly, but very quickly. But I think we're gonna leave it. I want to keep the pheromone potion, and the ambrosia could be useful if I ever remember to use it, so we'll see it. The spider perk got buffed, but the leggy one didn't, so the leggy one is worse. Nah, that would make sense. Yeah, I had the spider one recently, and it was very cool. I mean, it's exactly the same as I remembered it, but it made for an interesting run. That guy's got a wand. He's got a black hole wand. He had a black hole wand, now he's in a black hole. The void. Let's get out of that pit, because that's about to explode. Yep. It's cool, I don't need to go through there anytime soon, right? Alright, back around again. What is this wand? The mana charge speed on it is really garbage. Having some black holes might not be a bad idea. But that wand in particular, I'm not a huge fan of. I'll leave it for now. No thank you. No thank you with the sniping. Alright, bouncy spells. Yeah, that's good, right? I don't know if it helps me, but it is fun to look at. We just scoot up the side here. No, it doesn't look like there's an opening on this side. Hey, Sponsky, it's been a while. How are you doing? It is good to see you. I hope you are well. Oh, there was a bomb in there, apparently. We didn't see it. And I'm guessing neither did they, because they all blew up with it. What else is around here? Nothing so far. If we can make our way back to the bottom right, we have a good chance at being able to potentially pull off the interesting discovery I'm trying to test here for a secret. Can't go this way, though. Let's make our way back around the top. Thankfully, snow is very easy to blow up with our digging... Oh, I didn't mean to shoot you, bud. Our digging tool of choice. How did he die? The legs kick him to death? Ah, I was trying to leave him alone so we'd be able to use him later. I think the legs might have kicked him to death. That's too bad. Those healing heesies are quite useful to us. There's a dead worm down here. Gonna avoid him and just keep making our way to the bottom right. Because that's where our useful tool is. Come on now. We have a... Oh, I don't really need that. Just keep tunneling, I guess. It's hard to see what we're getting at here. There are a lot of things going on. Oh, hey, there's that vial of polymorphine that we use to block our own path. We love that for us. No, thank you. Everyone becomes berserk. Okay, let's keep going right then. I think we're almost there. There's another healing Hasey there, so we might be able to take advantage of that. It does kick him. No! Legs! You've ruined this for me, Legs. Betrayed by my own legs. Things games make you say. Don't think I want that. That seems like a wand full of terrible ideas. That's actually quite sad, because if we can't use the healer Heesies now, that pheromone potion's not going to be super useful. I can maybe bait them into a puddle of it at a distance, but it'll be a lot harder. That's an even worse version of the wand we were just looking at. I mean, it's better, but it's more likely to murder me. Come on. Become my friend before I kill you. We still have rage on, so we do incredible damage now, but unfortunately we've vaporized our little buddy. Alright, that's fine. Let's toss our spell onto the pile here. Grab the new one. We have Summon Portal now. And I think we're just gonna leave here. There could be some interesting bits. Like there's a wand and there's a heart in there, but I don't know if we can get it out. We have purifying powder, so the toxic sludge isn't a problem, but the steel kind of is. I like how it froze here, so it turned into a pool instead of just being a pile. Alright. Let's wash that off real quick. I don't really know if we have a way to get through there without going back and trying to find some of the... what's it called? Mana juice? The alternative is going way back up here in the hunt for our black hole wand, but I have no idea where that actually was anymore. And we don't want to die on the process of getting there. We only have 50 health left. Alright, let's scoot around here, check this wand while we're here. That's big saw blades, no thank you. Oh, we have... Wow! There's another one of these. Hold on a second. We have temporary immortality for like 2 straight minutes. Okay, there are 2 of these tubs with hearts in them. We probably should go and get that black hole wand now. That would be pretty nice. I just don't remember where it was. It might be that one? I think we're back near where we started. No, not that one. Alright, I don't know if I remember where it is and how far back we'd have to go, but I want those 2 heart increases. That would be really nice for our long-term survivability. There's just a lot of potential getting lost on the way to go find them. Alright, let's tunnel our way back through here. I won't look for too long, but if we can find them, I want to find them. That's the polymorphine pit. Our poor Feedy's having to step in the fire. We're immune, but I can still feel bad for him. That's the Kiasweetie. However you pronounce it. I don't know the letters in it. The fire rock. Yeah, I don't know. The problem is, I was pretty okay with letting it go when it was just 1 heart being held ransom there, but 2 heart increases is kind of a big price to pay for just not finding a thing you already had. It makes it feel extra bad if we don't go and get the wand again. There might have been something up in the mountain too, but I don't think there was. I think the wand we found was in this area. But now we're up in unexplored areas. Kiasweetie? Yeah. Like I said, I don't know the letters in it. There are a lot of guys here though, so we need to keep firing. Yeah, no more immortality. Sadly. And our healer's on fire, so we aren't going to be able to take advantage of them, even if we could avoid kicking them to death. Alright, I think we're just going to have to head down here. I'm not seeing what we came here for, and I don't think we can necessarily justify going all the way around. Oh, bouncy spells was a very scary time for that to happen. Yeah, we could throw it at the healer. That's a good point. Whee! Now we're super fast and leggy. I don't know if this is the best time to spend it like that is my only problem. Because if we hold on to it into the next area, we can potentially use it there too, and we've kind of explored this whole place, so I think I'm actually just going to leave here. As much as I want those hearts, it's going to be better for us, I think, to move on and not, where'd all the sound go? And not get annihilated too fast. Ooh, there's an invisible glimmer. That might be silly. I have a full inventory of spells, so I need to throw some junk out of here. Oh, I actually had a black hole in my inventory. I just forgot about it. Ooh. Oops. Let's go check what our perk options are. We have Breathless, Teleportitis, and Extra Life. I don't know what I really want out of these. I'm not willing to re-roll them again. Extra Life is probably just the least negative for us, so I'm going to take that. It doesn't really make us any stronger, but still questionably useful. We didn't anger the gods! It's not my fault the music turned off. I didn't end your tunes. I will just stand here until you die, though, Steve. Why is it so quiet all of a sudden? Oh, the spider tunneled its way in. That's what went wrong. Rude. He came straight up through here. Destroyed whatever this thing is. He was on a mission. Okay. Sound effects went weird. We'll see if we can get that to come back. This wand has no mana charge speed, but if we add 2 add manas, we might be able to get around that. It's way bigger. Has 11 degree spread though, which is still pretty bad. Is there a wand I want to figure out how to make something work with here? We don't have a whole lot we can put in that's going to make them much better at the moment. So I guess I'll just hold on to what I got. But I'm getting a little concerned as we keep moving in here. Let's grab the invisible spell, just to make it really impossible to tell what's happening. I can put invisible spell on one of these slots. It takes the cast delay instead of research time, though, so that might not actually be better. I thought it was recharge time again, but invisible spell is cast delay. So that's not going to affect this one. It's not going to help. Okay, well, let's just fire because we turned on that extreme spread. That is what you have done. Excellent. We need to put Summon Portal on something, though. So I'm going to put Summon Portal on... there. For now, because I think I only need to use it once. It's actually really funny. Firing this doesn't prevent us from moving based on our knockback. So I can still fly wherever I want. There's a guy right here. We don't have bouncy shots, right? We had chaos spread. Ah, I missed! It feels really weird playing this. Oh, there's the damage field. So, something sometimes makes a damage field in here that kills you if you go into it. That might have been what killed us last time. I didn't see the red sparkles, though, so I wasn't sure if that's what it actually was. I don't know how long that damage field lasts, or what exactly the rules on it are, but there is... It's like we're in a tunnel. It's weird. Enter the underground jungle. There's a lot of dead stuff right there. I'll grab all that gold, thank you very much. Yeah, the game audio got really weird when we came into this holy mountain. I don't know why. We don't have melee immunity, so we can't get too close to the spiders, or they will start punching us to death. But thankfully, with our machine gun of light damage here, we should be able to tear our way through them pretty fast. So in here, what we're looking for is a certain type of statue. We've seen them before, and in fact, we saw them the first time that we got this portal spell. I just didn't know what to do with them. So we're gonna go see if we can actually figure it out now, because I think I know what the answer is. A lot of guys dying over here, so we'll go pick up all that loot. Is that chaotic polymorphine that I almost stepped in? Wow. We got bailed out of that one. Bunch more gold. More angry bees. So there's usually one of the statues near the top of the world, basically one near all of the edges of the forest. But exactly where they are can change on the run. We are really slow. This spider blood really takes the speed out of us. We got some healing ghost friends though, so that'll help make sure that we can actually do the thing we're here for, so I appreciate that. And I think our tunneling wand will still be good enough to help us get around in here. Lots of grenade throwers. It's interesting how explosions still make sounds, but nothing else does. Like, our wands are now silent. Everything else we have is now silent. Oh, there's a big spider coming to kill us. There's a flamethrower guy. We don't want to let him get any closer, thank you. There's a health up. I guess that worm had a health in him. Let's get away from that before it blows up if we can. We are getting beat up by everything right now. Fry these spiders and the spider babies we accidentally spawned. Alright, what does this wand do? That's a big black hole wand. I probably want that. I don't know if it's better than this right now, but I'll take it. The problem with this in place of the one we were already using is that this one has limited shots, whereas the energy orbs can fire forever. Thankfully, this has almost full shots, and it has like 5 or 6 black holes in it, so it's pretty good on ammo still, so I'm gonna hope it doesn't matter. Alright. The lack of normal jetpacking is also very weird once you get leggy. Because instead of being able to boost your way around, you can instead only climb the walls. We have a fungal zone in here, so you should probably jump in here as well. There's usually a couple bits and pieces that can be nice in here. Looks like this time it's mostly just robots and fire, though. The fire doesn't matter, but the robots do. Let's grab that gold out of the fire, because it doesn't hurt us. We're still looking around for a statue. They could be anywhere on the edges of the world, so looking in the middle, like I am right now, is probably not going to work. But never let that stop you. There's one! Okay. So the thing that I noticed... Audio is getting super weird. Sorry if this is not nice to listen to, folks. I don't know why it has decided to do this. Alright, let's just goop that off. This statue is one of 2 different types of statues. This one points up and down, and the other ones point left and right. They have the hand symbol on them, which makes me think they're related to the hands that we found before. And the ones that point up and down are always at the top and bottom of the world, while the ones that point left and right are always on the left and right side of the world. I think what they are is their coordinates. They're basically telling us, find the intersection point of these statues. So that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna go take a look straight up and see if we can find another one of these statues up here to prove or deny my theory. Looks like there was another wand up here, but it seems to have gone. Audio's getting even weirder. We may have to deal with that at some point. It's like playing over itself now, which is very strange. There was an ambrosia in there, but it's gone. Let's go across to the right-hand side here, because I think we're getting close. Ooh, that's a nasty goop right there. Let's not mess with that if we can help it. Ideally, we just need to keep going up here. Yeah, the sound engine is freaking out. That's polymorphine, so we don't want to go straight up through that, because that'll ruin our entire everything. Invisibilium here doesn't matter, though. That's perfectly fine to get ourselves coded in. If we go straight up, is there another statue up here? Have I checked this one before? I can't recall. No, I don't think I did, but it's not very good, so that's fine. We are now at the top and haven't seen that statue again, which means it must be not directly... Oh, there it is! There it is! Okay, yes! So this is the vertical line. Somewhere in that vertical line, we need to find the intersection point. And if we can find that, I think that's where we're supposed to put our portal spell. So let's head to the east wall and see if we can find one of our horizontal indicators. Chainsaws can cause audio issues? Is that what it is saying? I don't know what a mod restart is, though. I don't know what that means. As opposed to just restarting. Because, like... Is it different than just save and quit? Oh, we got bouncy spells again. They're gonna be going everywhere. In the mod section, you can reset the game. Helps with stability. Interesting. Once we are no longer being chased by a bunch of little dudes, let me take a look at that. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's this? Restart with enabled mods active kind of thing? I assume that's what you're talking about? Yes. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do that then. Yeah, not start new, exactly. Now that we're not being swarmed anymore, let's go ahead and hit that button. It might mess with the stream a little bit, but if that'll fix our audio, that'd be nice. Okay, we're starting to get sound again, so that's good. We want to keep going east until we can find the east edge, and then we can start looking for our statue from there. What is this? A lot of bouncy shots and not a lot else, but I'm already plenty bouncy, as you can see. Ooh, hello. That worm kind of caught me by surprise there. There was so much chaos in here already as soon as we came back. And bailed out by our friendly healing ghosts, though. Alright. We found the wall. So that's something. Now we just need to find one of the statues. I believe this is the Dragon Cave. Yeah, we don't want to go in the Dragon Cave right now. We're not looking to mess with any dragons. Bouncy spells again. Does that make them even bouncier? I kind of hope it does make them even bouncier. Hey, there's our other statue. So this guy has the spear horizontally. So if we go across here and use our black holes to tunnel ourselves where needed. That one seems like it went really far. Oh, and we fall down a big hole. That's not what we want. Back up, please. Okay. In fact, let's come up here and kill this guy too while we're at it. It is too bouncy, I think is the short version of this statement. It is too bouncy in here. The real problem is our lack of levitation makes it really hard to cover these little gaps without just shooting our way across. Because we want to make sure we don't lose our specific line here. Because that's how we know where we're going. I don't think it has to be perfectly straight, but it shouldn't be completely out of whack either. Another mimic. That's what, our fourth mimic this run? Okay. It's so hard to climb this little terrain. Get up there, legs. Okay. The problem is, I don't know if I've already overshot or not. So for now, I'm just going to go across until we either meet... Ah, that's what we're looking for, I think. Some of the fungal biome again. I was about to say, until we either meet up with terrain that we definitely recognize, or run into the other side. So where was exactly our crossover point? I think it was here, maybe? Yeah, there's the tunnel we dug up. So, right at the intersection of those 2 points, right around here. Hey, we made a portal! Where are we? There's a wand. There's enemies. I got hit by the only shot from an enemy in here. That's a chest I've never seen before. There's another one. And am I shooting backwards now? Yes, I am. What have you done to me? Alright, what is this? That is a lot of double cast bolts. Still not a very good wand, unfortunately, but a lot of double cast bolts. What is in this box? The end of everything. I can't pick it up! Our inventory is full. I can't pick it up. Come on, game. You can't give me a spell called the end of everything and then not let me get it? Is there a way around this problem? I don't think so. We can't do wand editing, so we can't empty spaces unless we're in the Holy Mountain. And we burned our top Holy Mountain, so if we go back up there, we still can't do it. We can pick up the new wand, but I think I've beefed it. I wasn't expecting it to be a spell that I had to pick up. Alright, well I don't know if the... Okay, we're like a lava bubble here. I don't know if the... Whoa, hello, where'd you come from? I don't know if the portal stays. Like, if we go back, does it disappear, or can we make it again? Because we still have the create portal spell, and we know where it goes now. Let's go back. Ah, rude. Let's go back and go up. Because, yeah, this is our intersection point, so we should be able to find that again without too much trouble. And it's right below the starting spawn, so that helps too. Is that another mimic? No, it's actually just gold. Gonna scoop that out of the chaotic polymorphine without touching it, and be very happy with our lot. Alright. Up, please! Up, legs! Because... Oh, interestingly enough, it looks like the legs can't hold on to ceilings very well, unlike the spider legs. So I don't know where the best place to dig up from is, but we're gonna try and dig up from here and just see where it takes us. Nice. We correctly dodged the badness there, and we're back up in Hisi Base. So from Hisi Base, we have black holes now, actually. I can go pick up those 2 heart upgrades we weren't able to get before. That would be very nice. Let's zoom our way over there with acceleration. And then we'll go find out what terrible fate awaits us, because the end of everything does not sound like a good spell. You know? It doesn't fill me with confidence. Alright, there's our health up. If we keep going up here, there should be another one right away, basically. I can't tunnel through the snow anymore, though, because we swapped that for the black hole wand. Where was the other one? There it is. That's a lot of snipers all of a sudden. It's okay, snipers, you need to worry yourselves about me. Grab an extra max health, there we go. I don't want to go that way, I want to go up. So we're probably about to doom our own run here, but I think it'll be worth it to find out what that spell does. How can we get up from here with all these robots in the way? Oh, I am hoping we die spectacularly. That is the goal. We have an extra life, so we might even be able to die spectacularly to more than one thing. So I'm hoping we get some real shenanigans here, and I think we will. Noita is a game that is all about the spectacular problems, so I have a feeling that it will not miss the opportunity to do something ridiculous with a spell like that. Okay, we made it all the way back up here. Let's refill our black hole wand, I guess. And... what do we want to do with this? I guess... Hey! Alright. I guess what we want to do is just take some of the stuff out of here that we're unlikely to use. Dump some of the spares. And that'll clear up some space so we can pick up that other item. Don't know exactly what we want to hold on to here, because our wands are already kind of oh, we're getting a concussion from a treasure chest. Thank you. That should do the trick. Give us enough space. Now we just go back and find a fantastic way to get annihilated. Let's try and preserve this holy mountain just in case we don't immediately die. But I think the likelihood of that is very slim. I wouldn't be surprised if End of Everything just, like, vaporizes the whole world. Like, if it's not a survivable thing. It just turns off the game. But let's go back down and take a look-see. Wait a minute, I have to go back to a place to put it on a wand. I can't even cast it without going all the way back. Or forwards, I guess. I could go forwards to the next holy mountain and do it there. But I can't cast it without going to a place where I can edit a wand. Alright, down we go. Let's put the portal back. Did the enemies respawn? Not this time. The end of everything. Great. You are heavily advised not to cast this spell. Great. Oh, 600 mana drain. Oh no, we have wands that can cast it. I was about to say, we might not even be able to cast it. That looks like we should be able to. We just need to go up or down. So I guess we'll go down. Doesn't really matter. It's shorter, less distance to cover. Going down. And then we can edit our wand for silliness. Alright, let's go. Go over the top here so we don't take these because we're gonna have to fight Steve first. We might actually have a crazy wand option here. Ow. Ow. I gotta stop taking shots directly to the head here. I think he's stuck behind a pile of his own bone dust. Stuck may be a strong word. He actually looks like he's doing fine. There we go. Let's grab melee immunity. I don't know if it'll help us, but we'll take it. Alright, we have a no-shuffle wand in here that'd be fun to mess around with. That one. Oh, transmutation! You're just here to ruin the Holy Mountain and get them gods more angry at me. They're already not going to be happy with me. I just murdered Steve. Okay. We got out of it without getting them too mad, I think. So I think this is our wand. If we put 2 more add manas in there... Well, actually our current spell wouldn't be able to cast, but what is this? Light shot. Oh, that's probably not actually good on a wand that we want to use as our main weapon. Minus 25 damage is kind of unacceptable, so maybe not. Is there anything else here that might be helpful? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, in that case, let's go ahead and grab... let's tunnel our way out of here, because I actually want to go back up. The vault is nasty, and I would rather ruin the world in a nice jungle instead. Yeah, I know I angered the gods. I'm right here, angering them right now. I don't know why that shot was the one that did it, but whatever. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Summon Portal out of this wand, and I'll keep 1 large splitter bolt, but the rest are going on the floor. And we're putting the end of everything in this wand. We are going to annihilate everything we've ever held dear, I think, here. Let's find a nice spot to end the world from. Not being able to hover actually makes maneuvering so much more annoying. I really should not have picked Leggy Mutation. Ugh. Oh. Game, come on. There we go. That plant just scooped us right up. Let me through. I'm trying to end the world here. I got places to be. What I'm looking is a place where we can go left or right if we need to try and get out of the way of something. Because I don't want to be trapped in an area if I need to run. Alright. Well, it's been a good run, friends. It is time for us to annihilate everything we've ever held dear. The salt. That is a lot of fungus. Our matter. I don't know what that did. Hermes bird. Whoa! Okay, white eagle. We have lots of light explosions. The green lion. Ooh, that's a toxic acid explosion. Red lion is fireballs. Celestial ruby is homing polymorph shots. Well, we can watch the fireworks at least. Magnesia. That spawned a bunch of evil wands. Oh my god, that's a lot of evil wands. Our blessed stone. That spawns a ton of worms. Magnum opus spawns a bunch of gold and also polymorphine potions. Whoa! Philosopher's Stone fires a bunch of nukes. Sampo and True Knowledge. I can't tell what these ones are doing, because we've annihilated the entire world around us. Well, nice. We have one new discovery. The end of everything. See you around, Amatsuma. So, I assume those names are based around... Yeah, I think we did pretty good. We lasted pretty long. It's too bad the thing that killed us was a polymorph, because if it wasn't a polymorph, we would have gotten our revive life, and we would have gotten a chance to die to something else. But there's no way we were surviving that whole thing. Just the swarm of evil wands that spawned there was crazy. But yeah, wild. Alright, well now we know what the end of everything does. So that's a secret we've successfully learned. We might have annihilated the whole universe, but we did it for fun. Hey, sorry. You thought each cast would do one of the effects randomly, not that it would do each one in order. Yeah, so Hermes Bird and the Salt are two names that I recognize, because those are the names of the item we got from the boss at the end of the game, based on, I assume, the number of orbs that we find. So I would suspect that... Why is it always bouncy shot at the first item? I would assume that the other spell names there were the names of the other items based on further exploration. Which makes me worried about picking up more orbs, because that's gonna be trouble, I think. Let's see what we can explore around here and get another run going, though, because that was exactly as spectacular as I'd hoped. When we see a spell called the End of Everything, that's how I wanted to end everything. Alright. Where are we going from here? We are looking to find some nice starting components. Any decent starting spells. I always like finding the All-Seeing Eye spell early on. It's not really great, but I really like the visibility on it. Sea of Lava! Alright, well, I'm sorry, little friends. You're all going to be absolutely torched. Yeah, it was a good run. If there are no hints in the game, can I give you one vague hint on something you can do? I would prefer not. Like I was saying earlier, part of the fun for this game for me is figuring out what the heck is happening and what I can do with it. So, that's why I have the no spoilers tag on here. It's just like, a lot of my joy of the game comes from experimenting with things and figuring things out. There have been a couple of times that I've asked people for help with stuff, like when I was trying to learn how wand building worked. I'm still not very good at it, but I have a vague understanding now based on some of the advice people in chat gave me. So, that is a stuck little worm. Who's trying to eat that box? In general, though, I prefer to not have the things that the game hides spoiled, if possible. Because discovering cool stuff like that End of Everything spell is what I'm here for. Let's get down to the bottom here. Alright. I wonder if there's more you can do with that portal spell, or if finding that nightmare is really what it's for. I am no longer certain, because I was originally thinking that maybe the hourglass that's in the PC base would be a place to put the portal. Like, it's possible that if you place a portal in a location that has another, like, attempt to spawn a portal there, that it'll link to whatever it's supposed to go to. But I don't know if that's true. We know that if we put teleportation in the hourglass, that it will link us somewhere. But I don't know if there's actually any reason to believe that it'll do necessarily any portal like that. Well, I assume anything to do with End of Everything is very dangerous, yes. Given that it blew up the entire world after killing us. Hey, there's a health up. That's a nice thing to find in the first area. There's another health up. Wow. Being generous today, first floor. Let's try and make it worthwhile then. We don't need the Invisibilium. We found the dark cave entrance, but we're not really geared up to go in there. Do we have rain or oil? Rain. Nice. I'll just drop that in here to turn all of this goop into non-poisonous goop. There's a wand up there as well, so let's... We're granted a random perk. Perk lottery. Ooh. That is a pretty nice random perk to get. Because it means you might get more free perks, and I didn't have to spend a perk on perk lottery. I can use the rain cloud to kill this guy, but I think it just spawns where I am. There we go. Oh, it's just a torch. Well, I'll take it. It's better than no wand, but only slightly. Alright, what do we have down here? We have a Flummoxium potion. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Come on now. I think it's funny how perk lottery is much better than that, like, perk gambling one that you can get as well, that just gives you 2 random perks. Because 2 random perks can annihilate you. Perk lottery lets you take only perks that you actually want. Or at least it tries to. We're taking a lot of damage, though. I gotta make sure we don't die to nothing here. Let's make our way down to the bottom again here, I think. Probably going east is going to be easier. We can't go east, though. We have 1 bomb, or we have 3 bombs if we want to spend a bomb. I think we'll spend a bomb here, just let me go back where I want to be. The problem is that a bunch of perks are actually bad or situational. Exactly, that's what I mean, though. Alright, like, the perk lottery is much better than the gamble gain 2 perks, even though they're both gambling-themed, perk-themed perks. Is there anything else we want to do here? I don't think so. Let's just jump in the Holy Mountain and move on. Not a lot of gold, which is maybe not gonna let me do what I want, but that's fine. What do we have here? We have a teleport bolt, a bunch of luminous drills. Nothing else too incredible here. Unless the mod replaces every perk with gamble. Yeah, seriously. Well, lightning immunity is one of the worst immunities, but it's still an immunity, which makes it good. Extra perk in the Holy Mountain. Yeah, I'll take that. We have perk lottery, so having more choices sounds pretty great, and we already got lightning immunity out of that, so let's take it. Is there anything here we actually want? The teleport bolt would let us come back here, so of all of these things, it's probably the most useful. The luminous drills could be good, but I'm gonna buy the teleport bolt for now. All of these ones are pretty junk. All the ones I have, I mean. So we're probably gonna want to swap them later. But for now, I'm gonna take this stuff and leave. Now, if we find something nice in the coal pits, we can actually go back up and equip it without having to go all the way around. It smells like soil after rain, so we're gonna find a bunch of plants growing in here. Hey, another heart! Wow. That is a pretty sweet deal. I might get stuck under here. No, we're good. Only drowned a little bit. Let's go put some of this to use. I'm pretty sure drunk doesn't affect melee enemies like these bats. The drunk effect just makes your projectile aim go... Oh, I'm stuck on something. I'm stuck in a little air pocket, I think, so it was okay, but... I keep getting stuck underwater here, which is going to be a very embarrassing way to die if I don't manage to sort my stuff out. What is this? Swamp. That's very dark swamp. Let's go up and to the left here, I think. Do a quick skim on the right-hand side just to see if it's just a big hole. It is a big hole. Let's come back up and left. It's interesting how long the drunk effect from this lasts on enemies. I'm used to things like stains usually washing off pretty fast, but because it's just a buff that's being applied to them, it sticks around for a lot longer than normal. That was rude. Getting the drop on me like that. Oh wow, he shot way over my head, and I, expecting him to shoot straight at me, jumped into it. That is definitely one of those skill issues we talked about before. Alright, well if we come back to this in an hour, it'll have tunneled its way through. In the meantime, I don't know if we really have a way to help accelerate it any. It's just gonna have to burn. I don't know if there's anything there, so let's just loop around, and if we decide to come back there, we do, and if we don't, then we don't. I think I probably want to dump one of these potions in exchange for a water potion that we can use to extinguish ourselves and wipe ourselves off more easily. But for now, it'll do. I do love the mechanical devices that you can find in here. The water wheels are fun. They don't do much, but you can still roll around on them. There's a lot of swamp in here. Like, a lot more swamp than I would normally expect in this stage. I guess that's a side effect of it being earthy in here. The swamp is taking over. Okay, well that plant's gonna burn up for us, so we don't have to worry too much about it, but everything around us is on fire, so we might have to wait a second until we can get out of here. All of our paths are obscured. Alright, we are through the juice. What's down here? Sea of Random. Uh-oh. Oil. Alright, well, we've just re-oiled the world, so it'll be full of goop for a bit until it all burns up. We really need a better basic fighting wand, though. Whoa, that's gonna blow. Until we have a better basic fighting wand, we are kind of at the whims of not fighting too many dangerous things. Oh, there's all that oil we spawned. I also have to remember I'm covered in oil, so I'm extra prone to lighting on fire right now. Like that. I don't remember if this even puts you out. It kinda does. Alright, what is this? It's a bubble casting wand. It's probably not that good. For what we need. There could be some good stuff in here, but we were just talking about trying to avoid going into dangerous places, and this is definitely one of those dangerous places. That's Berserkium. This is a Homebringer teleport wand, which is absolutely useless to us. There's another health up, though. I'll grab that. We're getting very lucky with the health ups so far, just not with anything else we might be able to use. Now, I don't think we can get in here without spending our last bomb. Because this doesn't burn, does it, this soil? No, it does not burn. As soon as the projectile enters this area, it immediately loses all momentum because the fungal caverns have an inherent "it's damp in here" effect, which slows all projectiles that fly through it. kind of want to go back in there, though, and see if we can get some of that other bits and pieces. There's maybe a wand that'll help us out, though, so let's go see that. I just happened to take a look at what the options on this roll are, and if chat decides to murder us, we might be dead. Let's see if we can get up there first. No, it's like fully in the ceiling. Alright. We shall see. This guy is also going to be a problem for us, because we don't have a fast-firing weapon. Alright, we need to bail out of that. We're so close to being able to get in there, but it's just not quite going to work. Alright, well, in that case... Ooh, those guys are actually mines! I don't think I've ever seen them do that attack to me before, but it definitely seems like what they're meant for. I've just never seen it. We are gonna get killed here really fast. Oh god. All projectiles become giant saw blades. Yep, we're dead. That was the one I was worried about. We were probably dead anyway. I was just gonna try and run past him and get out of there. But all projectiles become saw blades is a very fast way to die. The thing reflected the saw blade right back at me? No, no, no. Neil, all projectiles become giant saw blades. It shot a little, like, 2 damage bullet at me, but it was a giant saw blade instead. I wasn't shooting. Because I knew it had a reflection shield on it. So, yeah, it cooked me on its own. Alright, what's in this one? Just another bomb wand. I'll take it. Alright. That's fine. We may have exploded this time, but there's always next time. Is there anything else we want to do here? I do like how, it said in the kill feed we were killed by their slice. Because it normally would say that it just killed us. But they're not supposed to have that. Was what a rare spawn? I don't know what you're referring to. Oh, hello. Nope, not what we needed. Yeah, we were probably gonna die to the shielded enemy anyway. That was a much more funny way of doing it. Oh, a chest right at the spawn point? I don't know. I might have missed it, if there was one. I don't know what the game considers a rare spawn. There's so much random shenanigans in this game that I just assume everything is the developers intentionally trying to mess with us with it. That looks like a really nice wand. I'll take it. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. For this early in the game, 1020 on the heavy shots, the energy spheres here, I'll take it. A little bit of goop in here, but I can just mud it away. Mud isn't the best at clearing toxic goop. But it'll do the job. It's a little slow, making it all into sludge. The only thing we have to worry about here is that there is a thing here. So we have 2 bombs. I'm going to spend one and just try and make sure we blow this thing up. So that if it's going to electrocute the water, it doesn't. Well, okay, that's not good, but it's a good alternative to having 2 of the same wand. Dump this one out. I do think it's funny how swamp can catch fire, because it's water, but it has peat in it, so it's technically still flammable. Alright, let's gun down these guys real fast before anything bad happens to us. Don't really want to go in there. Oop, that's no good. Sneak down there around it, see if we can grab any of this gold before it dissolves. We never actually killed that guy, huh? I thought we did. Yeah, spawn chest when it tries to spawn a chest early on in a wall and it can't, because anything that goes into a wall in this game gets shunted immediately upwards into the next available open space. So, that would make sense to me. It is a pretty good wand. It has no slots in it, so it'll be no good for building something fancy with later, but as far as like a floor 1 weapon goes, I will use it. I will happily use it. Unfortunately, this acid in the Holy Mountain is very mean. Let's leave here before they decide it was our fault. Ow. Alright, moving on. There's some free gold for us, I'll take that. Remove ground. All solid ground disappears. Well, it's a good thing I got away from the Holy Mountain. Ugh. If I had gone in the Holy Mountain right before that went off, we would be in big trouble. The guards will probably decide it was our fault no matter where we are. Yeah, but I actually don't know if that's true. There can be some pretty significant damage to the Holy Mountain, and I found that the gods usually get angry when I jump in the hole. Not if the hole exists. So, under some circumstances, they seem to get mad, but I think it's like, they're more likely to blame you if you were there in the damage or when it happens. Even if you had nothing to do with it. That's a no-shuffle wand, which actually makes it pretty good. This one is almost identical, but the recharge time is much faster. So let's swap those. Maybe it's just if it was loaded? Yeah, it could be. I don't really know what the rules are, because there's been times where I've come down and seen like enormous areas that a worm has annihilated, and they don't care. Like, as long as I don't go in the hole, they don't get mad. But I've also seen times where, like we saw earlier, you can just be walking around in the Holy Mountain and suddenly they get furious because a spider has tunneled its way in from the outside over the last 10 minutes. So... who knows? There's a heart back there we're gonna go grab in a second. I haven't missed it. They get angry if the damage gets too close to the shop area. I don't know about only, but they definitely additionally get angry if there's damage near the shop. If you tunnel, excuse me, if you have to tunnel your way out or into the shop, then they get mad for sure. But really, any significant damage to the Holy Mountain... Ah! They baited me so hard. Any relevant damage to the Holy Mountain brickwork will usually cause them to be angry at you. That's what the wiki said? No, fair enough. I know that if they damage the teleport spawners, I'm pretty sure that can make them angry too. Like the little pools of teleportation that make the teleport into and out of the place. Oh, I actually can't get that. There's a route in the way. Alright, back around we go. We have plenty of ground to cover here. I think what we're probably going to want to do is just bail into the Holy Mountain, see if we can make something good happen here. There's a lot of explosives around this area that makes me very nervous trying to head down here. I'm not really looking to immediately explode the second I try and move on. Oh, well there's all our health back, so maybe we can afford to explore a little more, but I don't know if there's much left here. There is another wand slot, so someone's got it. There he is. I don't know what it's doing, but he's sure waving it around a lot. It is an ice? Circle of ice wand? Huh. Well, it is stat-wise identical to this wand, so I'm just gonna leave it here. Blow up a couple of frogs. I love the little frogs. They're very mean, and they've killed me several times, because they sneak up on you sometimes and you're already low on health. But boy, do I love the little frogs. Makes me sad having to kill them. Frogs are easily one of my favorite animals in general. Alright, I think we're basically done here. We picked up some loot, got some wands, got a pretty decent set of wands, to be honest. And, now I think it's time we move on and make it work for us. He says as he goes the wrong way and winds up further away from where we started. That's fine. We'll figure out a way to get down to the teleports and then get out of here. This should do. Yes! Alright, moving on. We'll leave those for now, because we don't need them. We might be able to get out and come back for them. That's a nice spell, but with a rapid-fire spell like this, I don't even know if it's that much better. I'm going to put this one in our first slot, take one or two of these out for later, in case I want them when the time comes that they'd be relevant again. It's actually a pretty decent starting wand in general, too. Mana charge speed is awful. Mana max is awful, but the rest of it's not bad. We have a teleport bolt option again to try and get out of here and preserve our holy mountain, so we're probably going to do that. Let's go see what our perk options are before I do anything else. Look, no wand tinkering is the worst, and there's gamble, which is also bad. So let's go ahead and re-roll that. We got plenty of gold for this purpose. Unlimited spells is fun! Alright, we are going to be using some silly weapons, not just the reasonable ones this game. I guess I'll leave the rest of this stuff. I'm going to be trying to use the magic missile more, so let's make sure it's on a wand that actually has a decent recast. Like this. And let's put our teleport out. Exactly, Cyan, that is the plan, is to use the magic missiles as our main wand now. I might want to hold on to this one still, just so we have a weapon. Actually, this is a pretty fast recharge, doesn't it? The cast delay is 1 second, so it'll make it harder to rapid fire, but helpful little homunculus, hello! Welcome, spawns. Let's put this over here. Let's put the teleport bolt in this one. I'm gonna hold on to these. We can come back here later if we need to, if we find out that this isn't actually gonna work for us. And that way we still have a bomb to dig with, we still have a main silly weapon, and the ability to cause more problems for our enemies. So, now that we have unlimited spells, almost all spells that have a normal limit is bypassed, which means we can do some shenaniganry. And Magic Missile also digs, so we can kind of go wherever we want now, too. A lot of stuff is exploding, though. The only problem on this is the cast delay. If we miss a small enemy like that, we are going to get swarmed down very quickly. Oh, I forget the homunculus can take damage from me. I try to avoid murdering spawns myself. Oh, wow. Spawns is a sniper. Good shooting. Alright. I don't think I've ever seen the fiery homunculus before. Maybe we have. But apparently it can aim. What is this? A bunch more bombs. No, we'll leave those alone, thanks. Dodge the shotgun by sheer chance. And then start wreaking havoc elsewhere. We gotta be careful with the lava. We don't have any immunities this time. Oop. I can't aim. Gotta remember that. My ability to do cool things is mitigated by my inability to aim. Is there anything in the ground here? Nope, just a big little cave. My favorite kind of big cave, the big little cave. Grab a little bit of gold out and we'll keep rolling. That's actually a dead end, never mind. In that case, we'll keep rolling through this log because Magic Missile says open sesame. Oh. Okay. It is fun having high damage wands instead of rapid fire wands sometimes. Rapid fire wands seem like they're a little bit easier to set up on some of these situations because if you can get a decent wand base and an add mana, you can usually do something silly with a rapid fire wand. But these really punchy ones often have limitations around how many shots they have, so unless you get unlimited spells, I find it's usually kind of hard to actually take much advantage of them. But since we have unlimited spells, the time has come. A healer homunculus. I have never seen that one, definitely. I've seen healers before, but I've never seen a healer homunculus before. That's interesting. Alright, let's make our way up the top here. We're looking for anything better that we can use with our infinite spells. So we're looking for big, punchy spells here. That's the end goal. If we can find some good stuff along the way, then great. But we're looking for a spell that packs a punch. They heal the fire one? Yeah, I don't know if they actually heal them. When homunculi get damaged, it really confuses the other... get out of the water, spawns, you're to drown. Get out of the water, thank you. I'll grab a chainsaw. I want to go through this wall, please move. We had a previous situation where shield ghosts, for example, would be compelled to consistently shoot a homunculus, but the homunculus couldn't get a shield. So it would just sit there getting shot forever. So it's unclear to me if they can actually heal the other homunculus, or if they can just tell that it should be healed and can't actually do anything about it. Alright, here's fungal caverns. Fungal caverns often have some good wands in them. And since we are using an explosive weapon, the magic missile here, we actually have a good way of fighting the robots, which is usually one of the most dangerous things in this place, because we don't have a way to actually do damage to them quickly. But our explosive shot will do the trick. We just need to make sure our homunculi don't decide to stand still on top of the awful goop there. Oh, that's a master of twitching. We don't like him, even though we're on Twitch. This guy might be a problem, because he will reflect our shots. Do I have something that will work against fighting him? I'm not sure. Because I did not keep my other spell options. Please come over here, because I'm about to blow that up. Oh no, they blew it up for me. I'll take that. Well, I hit it, but only after spawns had already murdered him. Do I have a faster firing wand? I have a drill. The drill would probably work. Nope, it doesn't have enough mana to fire. Yeah, we don't really have a good way of dealing with those little robots, so we're gonna have to be careful about them. That is the one type of enemy in here we're ill-equipped to face off against. Oh, Steve! Hey, Steve, you're also one of the types of enemy I'm ill-equipped to face off against, because I don't have anything that can burst your shields. He's coming. I don't know if I can get out of here. I'm gonna try and teleport out, and if we're lucky, our friends will come with us. Our healer homunculus may have been murdered. Chat created a new friend, and then chat murdered that same friend. Because, yeah, we don't have anything that can punch fast enough to get through Steve's armor, so we're probably just gonna have to flee from him. There is some more goodies right over there, though. We might be able to make something happen here. We're heading into the danger zone, though. I want to make sure we don't shoot spawns. But that is easier said than done when he wants to stand in the hallway like that. Because So what we really want right now is a wand or two that can actually, like, clear some of this stuff for us. The firebolt is fun, the magic missile, rather, is fun. But it may not be our strongest possible option. What's in here? Those are returns. We don't want that. What else do we have? Always satisfying punching those big guys with it. We got another wand down below. Yeah, we could buy the beam cross and the teleporting cast, but I think I'm gonna leave them alone. Ooh! That has some components in it. It's not good yet, but that is a wand that has some bits. It also has a terrible recharge time, so it won't be a good wand on its own. But we can work with that. What is this? Another interesting wand, but let's see what else we can do here. Because even if we're not doing a rapid-fire wand, we can still get value out of add mana. If we have anything that is too mana hungry, we're still going to burn out mana really fast, and having a way to automatically reload some will make that cost less difficult to manage. There's a health up. What's in here? Nothing. Alright. It is probably getting to be time for us to leave this place, because there's still a Steve in here. That's the thing we have to remember. I'm tempted to keep exploring, because there's cool stuff in these wands, but there is also an angry Steve in this place. Improve wands! Oh, nice. But we may get some, big murder if we don't get out of here quickly. Okay. Let's flee. We don't want to get murdered by Steve. And we just got our wands even stronger, so... Let's get out of here and see what we can do with what we've got now. What do I have here? Purifying powder and copper and moss? I should probably just dump this. I don't want that one. Give us another slot for something else that might be more useful. We can get a ton of gold using this wand, especially on this floor. The longer we wait, the less gold we'll be able to easily pull out of the walls. Because there's a ton of gold dust here that we can just dig out. Because the magic missile doesn't destroy gold. So even if you fire it directly at a gold deposit, it'll leave all the gold behind. Which is pretty nice. But, I don't know if I want to spend a whole lot of time running around here farming gold just for that. I think what we'll do is we'll take a little peek across to the east here, just to make sure we can't find anything else that's going to be like a free health up as we make our way out, and then if we don't find anything shortly, we will take the nearest teleporter to leave. There is a chest right there, though, talking about interesting things. Don't you throw any more bombs at me, please. Oh, wow. That guy sniped me, and I missed him like 4 times. Train a little bats. I'd love to go pick up the gold they're dropping, but more importantly, I'd like to make sure I don't get killed by the bats. The chains there make it hard to get a shot through. There we go. Alright, what's in the treasure chest? It is... just some more gold. Well, we'll take more gold. I don't think we're gonna go much further. If we find a dead-end curve like this, I'm not gonna force the game to take me into new areas, so let's get down and back into the Holy Mountain. Before we grab any heals, let's see what else we got in here. Actually, I should check what my wands actually do, because we just upgraded them, so there might be even more shenanigans. We have immunity to explosion damage, we also have concentrated spells. Concentrated spells makes everything more powerful, but it doesn't make a huge difference when we've already got a big, beefy weapon like this. Let's pull the recharge time and the heal out here. Oh, a regeneration field. Nice, I might not even need to go grab that health up. Wow, that heals all the way. All right. In here, I really just want to take the drills out in case we want to make a speed wand later. Fireball Orbit is not a fan. I'm not a fan of that one. The multicast's not my favorite either. So, how good are these wands? Pretty good, honestly. If we put... What happens if we do this? Alright. I don't know if that's better, but it is funny. It just immediately fires every bullet we've got in it. It does have 2 spells per cast. If we take that out... I'm trying to reduce the cast delay is the main thing. So this takes the cast delay down by 17. We can do it a lot more with a Luminous Drill, but that's super mana hungry. So having those in there is not really going to help. If we can rapid fire a big weapon like this, that would be very fun. I'm going to chuck the gunpowder arc so we don't blow ourselves up with it later. Yeah, the chainsaw does the same thing. It does recharge time. The nice thing about this is it also does cast delay, because there's still some significant cast delay on there too. So having the reduced recharge in there makes it more likely that I can get both done. But it looks like this doesn't actually matter, because chainsaws are shenanigans. So I was probably just wrong. On the plus side, we also have an add mana, so with this in there, when we shoot more shots in our first volley before we immediately run out of bullets. I still don't know if this is good. But it is fun, so that makes it all worthwhile. Because this guy takes 70 mana a shot, so it's going to burn through pretty fast. But this might mean we can actually fight shielded enemies with our magic missile wand now, because we can blast a zillion shots at them. I don't think there's anything else here we need right now, so I just need to choose which of these I want. I think we probably want immunity to explosive damage, because that means we won't be able to hurt ourselves with our main wand. So concentrated is really good, but not blowing ourselves up is also very good. So I'm just going to take that explosion immunity. I'm so bad at teleporting out of here. Alright. And then we're going to go blow some things up. Like that guy. What's in here? Another reduced recharge and a bunch of bolts. I'll take it because it's better than nothing. Whoa! Boomerang spells. Okay. That was a surprise. I am stuck under the ice. Alright, this is gonna be a problem. I have like 50 seconds of not being able to shoot. I can shoot only very short range. I can get them backwards though, that'll work. I can fire back through my own body. Okay, what's this? Missiles. Missiles might actually be great. That gives us a homing option, and with our lack of... Yes, thank God the boomerang spell stream modifier doesn't give you the self-damage. We are immune to explosion, so we'd probably be fine, but I was worried about that too when I first saw them swinging back at me. I had a little moment of like, oh god, I'm about to die. Yeah, the problem with this is their homing means, especially with boomerang spells still on... Come on! There we go. They are going to act very weird. But having a lot of shots with them means we'll probably have enough time to figure it out. Alright, we are on fire. That is one downside of this wand. If we fire it too fast, the fire will be a problem. But that's a price I'm willing to pay. Come on now. I'm stuck in my own dirt. There we go. If we can get fire immunity to go with our explosion immunity, then we'll be able to use this wand as is with no repercussions. Okay. What else have we got floating around in this place? We can't go back up. Oh, we'll get off that snow. We can't go back up to our holy mountain to do more wand experimenting because that one is broken. But we can try and make some very silly rocket launchers later. What is this? Toxic sludge to acid? Yes, it is. I don't think I've ever seen that before. We could take this and try and do something silly with rocks. But we're not immune to our own rock damage, so I'm going to leave that one alone for now. That would be a sad way to die. Throwing a rock directly into your own face and having that be the thing that kills you. I don't think... Ah, there we go. We can ignite the oil that's on the bottom from this side. That makes it easier for us to get in there. Alright, I think they're all dead. Let's go see what that wand was. Energy orbs on an otherwise unimpressive wand. I think I'm going to leave that one. Ah! I did not see that guy, though. That just did a ton of damage. Alright, we're going to have to be a little bit more careful now. We are in the danger zone health-wise again. Sea of random, okay. Oil again. It really likes oil today. Let's see what's in here. Bloodlust, we don't want that. We'll leave the rest of that stuff. You would have been more distracted with a... Woo! With a multiplayer game right now, we decided to troubleshoot instead. Fair enough. We are only a couple of shots away from death, with those snipers in particular. They do a lot of damage with every hit. They're in that like 25 damage plus range. So we have to be very careful what we're using around here. Or what we're fighting around here, otherwise we're going to wind up dead very quickly. Annoying because it was working fine yesterday. That's the worst feeling. When something... Whoa, okay, hello! Should have been easy, and then is not. We've got a hole down here to the southeast. There was something else up here, though. A bunch more lights and a rat. Well, we're not going to use the concentrated light this time. Like I said, we want to try and take advantage of something that can really put our silly, infinite spells to work. But we do still need to be careful, because we are not invulnerable. And we are injured. Oh, what set us on fire? Why is that snowball on fire? I do not know why the snowball is on fire, but it did hurt. Ouch. Let's not go that way, that is a scary place. We'll fire some explosives over there and get out. It's interesting, if there's one of these pieces of ground that just randomly spawns the frozen gas all the time, if you just blow up the ground where it's spawning from, it'll stop. It seems to me that that should just release whatever is inside, but no, it just makes it stop doing that. Which is an outcome I much prefer. Alright, we gotta be careful here, because that's all flummuxium, so if we touch that, we're gonna lose our left and right controls to being inverted. That's the east edge. Something's making weird noises near me. I think it was in there. Why is there wood? Oh. 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 This could kill us. Let's get some height. Thankfully, we have a pretty good weapon for fighting worms. The worms will also shred our health if they manage to get us in the face. Okay, that's a health up. Nice. Where'd the other worm go? We found him. Alright, that's another dead worm. I don't know what that was, but I don't like it. It looked like a teleport bolt just shot over our heads. Let's eat some of this worm juice so we can see through walls. We're getting a cold tummy. What is this? Is that accelerative homing on there? Yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun. I'm gonna take that instead of this wand. Whoa! Yeah, whoever's got those explosive boxes still has them. Whoa! Where are those coming from? There's just deadly exploding boxes appearing out of nowhere. Whoa, okay, they're still moving. Or is that because they were spawned before? Because I have the wand now. Those were fired earlier, and the accelerative homing is what was making them fly around the world like that. There's one in there. Those boxes went ballistic. We're immune to the explosions, but we're not immune to getting hit in the face with a box at 1,000 miles an hour. Alright. It might be time for us to get out of here and take a heal, because we are getting a little low. But not through here, obviously. That's chaotic polymorphine and no exit. Okay, let's go around and find a different exit. There's the sea of oil we made earlier. Still dripping down, causing problems. There's the way out. If we so choose. No, you don't. There's another max health up. Nice. There's been a lot of these today. Across all of our runs. Max health plus, indeed. Alright, let's move on before we get murdered here, because I would hate to die while we're in the middle of potentially making a very fun wand set. Okay, so... if we put a missile in here instead, it'll do this. Oh, they still try and home in immediately, right? Not quite as fun as the magic missile, I don't think. The problem is this one has a lot of recharge time added, so we need more components to disable that. What if instead we take the accelerative homing and put that in here? I don't know if that's better or not. It makes our mana drain way higher, so it makes our ability to just spam shots with it significantly less powerful. Accelerative homing is cool, but not if it prevents us from actually using the wand in other cases. And homing is always a little scary, because it has a tendency to try and shoot the floor, as you just saw there. It knows where the enemies are and doesn't care what terrain is in between you and them. Our exploding immunity makes that not so bad, but still spooky. The missiles could be fun. Is there a better wand we could put this into? I kind of doubt it. This wand is pretty good. Yeah. We have room to put more cool pieces in here too later. We get faster movement speed, revenge bullets, or telekinetic kick. I think we'll re-roll one of those. Lucky mutation. There's the spider version of the legs thing we had before, but I'm still not a huge fan of it. I'll do one more reroll here. All-seeing eye is very nice. It may not be that good, like objectively, but I do really like it. It gives us basically permanent everything vision. The only downside with it is it makes it hard to know where we've been before. Let's go ahead and warp out of here and go try and blow some more folks up. Oh, this one is maybe a little too fast now for my liking, but we'll deal with it. What happened to all the snow here? Oh, the air feels hot. We just so happened to get a biome modifier that melted all the snow. Alright. We'll deal with that. This area should be a piece of cake compared to normal, though, because we actually have a weapon that's custom built for annihilating the robots. The cannons, the floating robots, all of them are just easy pickings for us now. This whole area is going to fill with water soon once this steam starts to condense. All wands in the area get better stats. Well, there you go. I was just talking about how this wand had pretty good stats. Now it has even more good stats. You gotta be a little careful still, because everything is constantly exploding, and in this place, that can mean that there's lightning that travels along the metal floors. You also have to be careful not to suffocate in the clouds of smoke. This guy's perfectly fine, though. We like him. We don't have any pheromone this time, so we can't make him help us. But we can just chill out with him. Unfortunately, he's standing next to a guy who needs to explode, so now he's toast. I don't all know what the air feels hot in here effect actually does in practice, like, other than just making water evaporate. I don't know if it has other side effects, but this is a pretty funny side effect for this particular zone either way. Gotta be a little careful. We have a ton of health, but that doesn't mean we're actually safe. There are still lots of things that can put us in big trouble. Polymorphine, least of all. There are not that many things around us right now, though, which is kind of surprising. Hisi base likes to really flunge you. I guess the fact that I'm blowing up everything that gets close to us kind of helps in our favor on that side, though. Alright, this is a pretty fun wand. I don't think I've ever made a rapid-firing explosive wand like this before, but I'm having a good time with it. How long can we hold the trigger down? Let's get to a spot where we can actually test this. Where we're not blasting ourselves up into the smoke again. Well, there's pheromone potion here. It's all over the floor, but there is some. Alright. Alright. Oh. The answer is, we can shoot it forever now. I see. I see. We run out of mana, but it's still fast enough to keep casting, and I guess the add mana effect we have in there keeps it firing again. Hey, friendly ghosts! We got 4 folks with us. There might be something interesting if I can figure out how to get over there. What's in this? Summon explosive minecart? Yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone, thanks. Rapid fire summoning a bunch of explosives like that might be scary, even if we are immune to them. No thank you on that one. Let's just keep rolling up here. Vaporize this whole line of dudes. Stop shooting me in the back, please. I'm busy. I like how the ghosts was just like, nah, you're done. Alright. We've cooked our way through this tunnel. There's another wand wielder up there. Is it the same one? Yes, it is. It's the same guy with the explosive gems. That's fine. These guys don't stand a chance. Okay. Is there anything else fun around here? I think we're just going to fight our way out of this corner. And then we can go explore some more shenaniganry. So far, so good, though. We do have kind of an incredible digging ability, at least in this area. I don't think our magic missile wand is strong enough to punch through extremely dense rock, so we can't dig through the wall here, I don't think. It just blackens it like that. Yeah. Can't dig like that yet. Sadly. I'm stuck on a piece of snow. Let me out! There we go. What's over there? A copper and snow pouch and a chest of some kind. With a kami in it? I don't remember what that one does. Oh, I do remember what that one does! That's a fun one. This is a rare little item that you can sometimes find. I will show it off in a minute here when we have a good opportunity. I don't think I want that. So we're gonna keep rolling on. There's a lot of lava over here, it looks like. No, you don't. Oh, wow. Our ghosts are shooting, like, large spitter bolts now? I wonder why that is. Those are, like, the big purple ones, aren't they? Or is it just giant, the green ones? Large is the middle stage. Whoa! Everything's exploding. That's okay. We didn't need the world to be intact. We're fine. Everything's fine. I don't know. I think they're shooting bigger spitter bolts than normal. I wonder if the damage the ghosts use is based around the spells that I'm using. I don't know. This is the only downside of having All-Seeing Eye on, is I can't tell where I've been already. So if we're trying to explore around and make sure we don't miss any nice items, it's hard to know. Like, there's plinths and things here that are empty, but I don't know if that's because we already blew them up, or if it's because... Yeah, this is the starting column now. Or if it's because they were just cracked before we got there. That's fine, though. We'll swing over to the right-hand side. We have one wand to put in the Hisi Anvil. So we can go give that a look. That's a mimic. I don't know if there's much actually for us over here, but there is a wand stuck in the wall. Oh, interesting. I can actually see the hourglass thing through the wall. I didn't realize how close it was. Saw blades, though, no thank you. We'll leave that alone. There are going to be enemies who are immune to our shenanigans, so this isn't going to be just a get-out-of-everything-free password, because there are enemies that are immune to explosive damage and fire damage and all that. So relying on just one type of damage like this is usually a bad idea, but whatever. We're fine with it for now. Nothing in there that's actually relevant to what I'm trying to do anyway. We're here for shenanigans. And maybe for going up the tower if we can get very lucky. That is my remaining goal for this next set of streams, if we can manage to get one that actually gets to the top of the tower, that would be cool. But the tower is terrifying. I've had a couple of attempts off-stream trying to go up it, and it is scary in there. So, we'll see. We will see. I've seen enemies in the tower that I have never seen anywhere else in the game, which is both a side effect of my not exploring everything yet, and also, it's scary in there. So, let's check our wand in here. Oh, it shoots saw blades. No, it doesn't. What is this? Increase lifetime of a spell? I guess that would be useful on something like... downward LARPA, too. This wand actually might be crazy. I'm taking this one. Drunk creatures. Downward LARPA means that when we shoot this, it's going to shoot a bunch of chain bolts, and it's also going to shoot them down. I don't know if that's actually going to be useful, but if there are enemies to chase, it's just probably going to spam the whole world with sniping shots. Yeah. The problem is I have to be above them, so if I'm starting a new area, this would actually work great. From here... Ow, don't hit me with a missile, I'm immune to those. I think I'm immune to the explosion damage, but not to the getting hit in the face with a missile damage. Ow! But yeah, I think it's about time we get out of here, keep our life intact, and go find some new fun treasures as we get into the weirder zones below. The vault, etc. awaits. Except for the jungle, of course, but... Last time we had a decent shot at getting there, we blew ourselves up. With the end of everything. Go grab the gold real fast. And let's get out of here. That was weird, how the shadows filled in like that. There's another magic missile wand. We could try and turn this one into something ridiculous. Downwards LARPA means that if we put, like, our magic missile in here, then it will vaporize everything around us when we try and fire it. It's just gonna shoot magic missiles everywhere. The inherent cast delay of recharge time wouldn't be as fast, so we'd have to use some other things to get around that. But we could probably make a very silly wand with this thing. Let's just dump all these bits out. Actually, down is probably faster. Hold on to this. Quadruple scatter spell, sure. What does this do? Just like this? Yeah. The problem is it shoots them at set intervals. I think if it picked random times, that would be more fun to do. But I don't know, I kind of like the extra shenanigans of this. Especially because this is now 3 spells per cast, so it casts all of this in one cast every time. So, I don't know. I do want to make something else happen with our weird wands, though. We got a whole bunch of them, but we're not using any of them, so... If I just put some missiles in here, and a recharge time delay, and one of these... Yeah, that's what we like! That's what we're here for. I gained a random perk. Gases near you ignite automatically. Okay. Interesting. Unfortunately, both of our wands are explosive damage, but this is our carpet bombing wand. So we're gonna make use of that, I think. Let's see what our options for perks are directly. Extra health, teleportitis, or critical hits. Yeah, I'll take critical hits, that's a good one. Is there anything else I want from here? I don't think so. No, I think we're good. Alright, let's go smash things with this. Gotta be careful with the teleport wand now. It's at the point where we could accidentally do ourselves some serious damage. Put the fire out, thank you. Let's fire the carpet bomber. Oh, the only problem with it is that the carpet bombing part of it doesn't work so much when the rockets immediately gun for whatever we can see anyway. It does work, but it's just a little more prone to sending the damage everywhere straight at our target instead. It's a good option, though. Having a homing weapon means we can kill something even if we're not exactly sure where it is. Look at the gas. The smoke is trying to catch fire when we get close to it. So it's like evaporating the evaporation. Weird. How is he still alive? Get out of here, you. These guys do start getting tougher pretty quick, though, so it becomes difficult to properly take them out in one quick salvo. And the poison really hurts. So let's get out of that mess, because things are getting bad over there real fast. Okay. We have 2 items available in here. We should go check out what that wand does. I keep catching fire because every time we set any kind of gas, it ignites us. That's Giga saw blades. I will pass that, thank you. Yeah, we really need fire immunity now. Because we're gonna keep catching fire when everything around us ignites us. Did I get that guy? Yep, he's gone. Hey, an extra health up, nice. Ow, I'm on fire again. Please stop being on fire. Bouncy spells, ooh. Bouncy spells kind of sucks for us now. Because it means that our projectiles don't blow up where we expect them to. They're just gonna ricochet around the arena. So, trying to actually fight with this equipped is gonna suck. So we might need to just chill here for a bit until that wears off and we can actually aim at things again. This might be a good place for our carpet bombing launcher, though, because now, every time we fire it, and it bounces around the enemies, it's going to keep homing into them and shooting them in the face with more rockets. So that might actually work anyway. Only problem there is the wand's recharge time's still pretty long. But we can deal with that. Let's go check this wand while we're here. No, nothing we want on that one. That's a big looking wand. Maybe that's a fancy one. Let's just evaporate that spider. Okay. And that robot, what is in this? That is a big wand. Before we can actually properly examine it, though, we gotta take out all the little guys in the room. Sadly, those aren't real hummies. They're all spawned from a hummy's nest, so they're not gonna actually give us... Ow. They're not actually gonna give us any gold. I am very tired of catching ourselves on fire already. Because every one of our shots is explosive, so it creates a lot of smoke, so we immediately ignite ourselves again. That is a pretty decent wand. It's got a ton of space in it. Always cast heavy spread makes it pretty useless, though. If it weren't for that, it would probably be pretty usable. Because heavy spread is just going to make it fire in all directions constantly. I am really tired of setting myself on fire. Alright, let's refill our water flask while we're here. We're gonna get some swamp in there too, but that's fine. It's already a mud's flask. Alright, let's swing our way around and see if there's anything interesting over here. Now, if we do find the big spiders, I don't think we can actually fight those right now. I'm pretty sure they're immune to explosions. So... Ooh. Gotta be a little careful still. That's nothing we want. Remove ground. Uh-oh. Alright. Prepare for things to get aggressive here. Oh no, wow, nothing fell on us from above. That's usually the first thing that happens when you remove ground. Is a bunch of enemies fall into you from nowhere and absolutely start killing you. I'll take it though. I'll take not that this time. Stop setting yourself on fire! Mina, it's okay. You don't need to be on fire. I know Mina isn't a name. Alright, let's grab our juice before it all disappears. And go check out that wand over here that we saw. What is this? I don't know what this is. Heavy shot. Okay, slows the projectile but adds more damage. 44 more damage too, but the slow might be a problem. Let's take it anyway. I want to see what it looks like when we put it on our big gun wand. I am on fire again. We are going to need to get out of here soon, I think, because we are running out of health way faster than we were before because of this constantly setting ourselves on fire problem. It's too bad. I would have liked to explore around a little bit more and see what we can do with our crazy wand, but I do not want to die, and we are already getting very close to death. I have never seen this before. Omega Saw Blade. I cannot cast that. We're gonna die. If we had a bit more health, we could be more reckless with it, but the gas fire perk is bleeding us really fast. Let's make our way down and out. Okay, heal ourselves back up and see what else we got in here. We got freezing gaze, which is very short range. We got missiles, which we've already got. There's not a whole lot of new stuff in here. What is this? Poison trail? That'll kill us. Magical explosion? That'll kill us too. This is actually a really good perk. Wand experimenter? I'm gonna take that one. It means that if we find a wand in the world, pick it up and shoot it, it'll just start healing us. So that's very powerful. I don't think we've actually found anything relevant. I'm gonna take Heavy Shot out and try putting that in here just to see what it does. Well... still seems like it might be okay. Let's go take it for a spin. We got a couple fun little bits and pieces in here. We can afford to make our fireballs a little slower if they're going to make them more deadly. What's the damage look like on this thing? I'd say that's pretty good. The statue's gone, but the damage is pretty good. Alright. The only problem I'm seeing with this right now is that it still shoves us back before the bullets really start moving. So it's difficult to know... Oh no. Well, we're immune to explosions, so this is fine. If I put on a pot of water, does anything happen? Do I spray it randomly? No. So this does make me safe to twitchy. What is this? Copper pouch? No thank you. What is this? Add mana. Yes, please. What does this wand do? Freezing gazes? Yeah. So I can instantly heal myself by equipping a wand like that. Unfortunately, since I had Twitchy on still, it just burned out all the healing charges, because the way the healing works is every time you fire it, it will give you a little bit of healing, but only up to a certain maximum. You get diminishing returns as you fire it for longer. So if you fire a wand like that really fast, it'll just immediately be gone. Whoop, and it's dark now. I can't tell what's happening near me. Just things are exploding when I shoot my explosive wand. Who'd have thunk? Alright, no one got over to us. Nice. I figured I'd just switch to the homing rockets, because if anything was gonna come mess with us, the homing rockets would deal with them. Stop making me on fire! This is why we don't normally take that gas-burning perk. The Curse of Random Generation. Alright, let's make our way further down here, blow this up before we accidentally get close to it. Since we are fighting fire with bigger fire, we have to be a little careful about what we use in some of these circumstances. This looks like a good place for the carpet bomber. Yep, that did the trick. If nothing else, it lets us shoot around corners. We didn't anger the gods! We did nothing to the gods! Why are they mad at me? I'm not even close to the Holy Temple. Rude? I don't know what they decided I did, but it wasn't me. Yeah, this is gonna make a lot of more fire and explosions. Oh, I'm dying. That thing needs to stop existing. Okay. Yeah, this is a scary place to be. Thankfully, we're immune to the explosions, but we're not immune to the fire. There's a lot of gold down there, at least. But I'm not gonna be able to go get it. I'm stuck on nothing. Ah! Get out of here. I'm gonna die very quickly if we don't keep moving and get away from this jerk. Okay, it's time to use the Kami. Thank you for the healing. So Kami spawns a little house. A friendly little house around you, and it fills it with healing bolts. So we just got a bunch of health back by jumping around in the healing bolts. And since it encloses you, it also puts an explosive so you can get out. But yeah, now we have a nice little hut here in the middle of the horrible wasteland. Unfortunately, it's not going to last for very long, but helps us regenerate some of that damage we just took. A lot of fellas in there, and thankfully, most of them are now gone. We don't have any immunities except for explosive, do we? Yeah. Well, that's okay. We'll make do with what we got. I could pick up another broken one, but I don't think we're gonna be going back to a place where we could use them, so that's unlikely to be useful. Gotta be a little careful. Because of the slow on this shot, it really does aim down a lot more than it used to. So if I want to fire it towards someone, I kind of have to aim up in their general direction. We're gonna blow up on that, but thankfully it can't hurt us. There we go. There's a lot of shenanigans happening in the vault. This is always where things start to get a little wild in your normal runs. The enemies get a little bit more crazy. They don't really get weird till the Temple of the Art, but they do at least start getting stranger. I don't know what that guy's gun actually does. Looks like he's trying to put a shield down, but I can't tell if that's actually what it does. Okay. Oh, health plus, nice. Well, that mitigates some more of my damage taking as well. as I catch fire again. What is this? Blood and rotten meat. Gross. Let's blow it up. I'll take my gold, thank you very much. We might want to replace our water flask with a blood flask. Our water's getting a bit low, so this will give us some more to work with. There we go. And I say replace, I just mean fill on top of, because both will do the job that we're trying to keep them for. We are making bank off these enemies, though. Hey, another health up! That is another nice thing to see. Don't fall in front of the laser beam again. That's what melted all our health the first time. Easier said than done when our gun shoves us back so hard, but you know how it is. Can't get that guy. Homing shots, do your work. Go on. There we go. Okay, so where else do we want to be going here? Like pulled him with it. We have a little bit of leeway here as to where exactly we want to go, because we are pretty tough now that we got that heal and a second heal. So we can explore around in here a little bit more if we want to see if we can find anything else nice. Gotta be a little careful with all these wizards about, though. I actually don't know if I've ever seen that guy before. Ah, he puts shields on enemies. I see. Well, we don't like that, so we're just gonna blow up the person he was shielding. We don't take kindly to that kind of intervention when it's not on our part. What is this? Eldritch portals. No thank you. Actually, is the wand good? The wand's pretty good. It's not incredible, but the charge speed and mana speed is pretty good. I don't think I want to take it, though. I think I still want to get the add mana out of that one. Although, come to think of it, I can still do this. Apparently that didn't burn all the healing out of our wands. There must be an electric effect in here? That's scary. That makes these freezing gazes also electrocute things. I don't think I can fire this without hurting me, though, so I'm gonna have to just leave it. Oh, friendly ghosts. Nice. We have a maze over there, so they'll have a prize in it. We're shooting magic arrows this time. I guess the type of attack they make is just determined when they spawn in, rather than it being based on any other factors, because I don't think I've seen them firing magic arrows before either. Now, I can't punch through the metal here, so we do have to go around if we want. Oh, there's nothing in it! There's no prize anyway! Even if we wanted to go do it the dangerous way, there's no reason to. We're a little on fire again, but that's fine. No more. Is there anything else over here that we actually care about trying to find? I don't really know what else is in this area. Like, I know reasons why I'd want to go into the side zones for some of the top areas, but this one, I don't know if it really has the same kind of driving factors for it. Wow, that's a lot of little fellas. Let's put the fire out and keep moving, I guess. I think we will probably just leave. We're down to only 60 health, so it's not going to be smart to stay much longer than that. And we still have to fight Steve in the portal, too. So let's get in here and solve that problem. There's a quadruple cast, but they're very expensive now. Hey, Steve. I got a wand with your name on it. So does he, apparently. Doesn't hurt me that much. I just can't hit him because I can't see where he is. Listen, Steve, if that's how you want to do this, that's how we'll do it. Is he dead? He's dead. That's a legitimate fighting strat, right? I think so. His gold got blasted all the way back there. Amazing. Okay, so we gotta figure out what we actually want now. We don't have a whole lot of options. We're starting to run out of money, and the options to get more is only on corpses. Let's pull the add mana out of this. Now that we've modified this wand, it can't give us any more healing anyway. I think what we want to do here is figure out what else we can put into this wand if we put an add mana in here. Because now we have 2 add manas, it'll still do all of these in 2 shots. It still burns through the mana really fast though, so we still might not be able to add much more to it. Is there anything else that would be a good fit? We could try putting the accelerative homing back in, but I think that's still gonna tank our ability to fire it. Let's try. Shielding Ghost! Hey! Yeah, it still tanks our ability to fire it. I feel like it and the heavy damage up would be a really nice combo. Because it's heavy and accelerative homing, so it starts slow anyway and accelerates towards the enemies faster and faster. But we just don't have the mana to be able to afford to do it. It was just the shield. Okay, we're good. I guess we'll just take this out for now. Leave it as it was. This wand's working pretty good for us so far. I want to find some more cool stuff, but we're just not finding the kind of, like, heavy weapons that I'm looking for. What do we have here? Projectile duplication. That can actually be pretty good, because we're shooting a bazillion explosives, so this will just make more explosives. But I don't think I want item or wand radar. I'm just gonna re-roll here. We have a chance or two. I wanna find fireproof. That's the thing I really want. Iron stomach, vampirism. No, none of these are gonna be good for us. Vampirism's cool, but you have to have blood, and if we don't have blood, we're not getting any health back. One more re-roll. Boomerang spells is no good for us. Revenge rats and stainless armor. Alright, well... we didn't really get any good choices. I'll take the stainless armor, though. Let's get out of here. Hello, friends! Good fight. It's kind of funny. I really wasn't expecting to make a rapid-fire wand this fast when we decided we were going to go for spells that normally have cast limits. It worked out that way, but it was not what I was expecting. Let's grab that life up we saw before. Just throw some shots down there, see if I hit anything. Oh, we hit some stuff. It looks like they do actually change their spells randomly, because they were firing magic missiles before, but now they're firing those little, like, green bullet shots. I wonder what affects that. Unclear. What's in this cool wand? A zillion more of these homing shots. Alright, well... it's cool, but it doesn't do what we actually are looking to do here, so we're gonna leave it alone. I want to get over to that side now, though, because they've shown me they have a cool wand over there. Ow. Don't stand in the flamethrower. Fire is the one thing we're particularly weak against. We can blow him up pretty easy, I just didn't see he was there. We do probably want to pick that wand up, though, if only for the healing it provides. Okay. And that's a big piece of brick that just fell on us. I am stuck in a hole. Gonna get blown up by these things, or can we maneuver our way out of them? Yes. Well, that was mean, friends. Don't fall in the lava. That would be the other bad thing to do here. What is this? That's the one we saw before. Good. It's funny. This guy steals your wand effects. So the fact... Oh, I've got to stay away from that. He has the freezing vision there. The fact that the enemies, the ghosts rather, are shooting him with their effects are trying to overwrite his special move. Let's just blow him up. You know what? It did the trick. I was trying to get fancy, but just extreme firepower does the trick too here. I don't know if we can really get over there. I think we've used up all the healing that wand can offer though, so now we'll have to find another way to replenish our health if we get ourselves into more trouble. It is nice that it makes even junky wands that you find pretty useful, because it means that they're still going to have a healing effect for you. Even if them individually doesn't do that much. That was a terrible sentence, but you know what I mean. Let's scoot our way over towards the left-hand side here. We got more friends to explode. Okay. That's not a friend. That is not a friend. A lot of these curse flies around here, they should be okay for us, because we can kind of just stand still. So far, so good. We do have to be careful with those swapper wizards that we just saw over there. Thankfully, since we're immune to explosions, teleporting into our own barrage of attacks isn't going to instantly kill us. It just will instantly light us on fire. There's a darkness wizard above us. Ow. I don't like all these wizards. I think they're dead. Whoop. Hello. I just want my prizes! We're teleporting randomly now, and in the dark. Oh hey, we found the bottom. Did we just make a sea of water? Oh no! Oh, we have water trail! That's bad. That's real bad. Okay, let's not suffocate. That kind of means I can't attack anymore, because every time I do, I'm going to immediately flood the area I'm in. And we're pinned in with one of these ghosts, which if it gets to us, will start doing damage directly, so that's no good. Still drowning. Oh, come on. There's a lot of badness in here. Okay, the water trail's gone. Oh, it might have been the least bad option. I don't know what you were picking from. It's just, it was still bad. If there's poison trail or other trails like that, it was probably the least bad option. It's just still really dangerous. Okay. Besides, part of the joy of playing with the chat modifiers on is I get to complain about what chat does when things go crazy like that. Alright, let's blow up these guys. We're still taking a ton of fire damage from our own attacks. You didn't think it would spawn that much water? Yeah, we're shooting really fast. So, it spawns water very quickly. And part of the problem is, the water that we spawn slows down our projectile. And when it slows down the projectile, it stays in the air longer, which means it spawns water for longer. So having the ability to do that means that it continues to do it. There's another health up for us here, which is nice. What we really need is a wand now, so we can heal a little bit. Ow. Because if we can find any wand, we can use that to regenerate like 50 HP. There should be some still around here. Well, there's another health up for us down there if we can go get it. It is fun having the all-seeing eye in here. I don't think I usually make it this far with my all-seeing eye runs. So it's cool being able to actually know where all these easy pickups are so we can just go grab them. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Bullet time. Projectiles slow down heavily. Uh-oh. I made a little earthquake zone. That's bad for me. Okay, we survived it. We're okay. You don't want to go in there yet, because the problem is, if we go in there, I don't actually have a way to get out. Or at least I don't think I do. Ooh. I want that wand, but I can't shoot. Oh, we should have been fine here, but I can't shoot up enough to kill that guy. Because of the bullet time, it stops our bullets from going up. That's a sad way to die. Well, we unlocked one new thing. I never did see that increased lifetime spell before, it seems. But, sad that we died right there beside a wand. Because that would have given us a bunch of extra healing as well. The earthquake rock that we hit really doomed us there, I think. Alright, well, so it goes. That said, it is almost 4 hours of stream here. This is probably where I need to call it. If we come back here again on another stream, we'll see what else we can do. It's fun making these silly shenanigans runs that get to go so far. So, hopefully we'll be able to make some more nonsense happen again in the future. Either way, it's been a blast having you with me, and I'll see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.